Hello, welcome back to another fantastic stream with me. Sorry, I just gotta make sure all my little ducks are in their little row. But hopefully everything sounds good, looks good. When I take a week off, I'm always forgetting something. Um, but I think we're all good. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is not really a very exciting day of the week. It's kind of the I honestly like it less than Monday. Monday is like sucks to be back at work on the old grind after a long weekend, but everybody kind of feels that way, so I feel like Mondays are more subdued, but Tuesday is when everybody's back in full swing. They know what they have to do, but the week is not it's not even half over. It still is going. So hey, look, you made it through Tuesday. Congratulations. All right. We still have a rest of the week to have to get through, but hopefully I can be a nice respite. It's not really about me though, right? It's about Nate. It's about our guy Nate, his journey as a hero, his hero's journey, if you will. In Uncharted 4, we've been enjoying, at least I have, been greatly enjoying my time with Uncharted. And I had to take off last week due to a extremely important anniversary, which is the fact that Uncharted 4 has turned 10 years old now. 2016, I think it was just last week, was when it would have come out 10 years ago, originally for the PlayStation 4. Just a few years after the PlayStation 4 generation had started. Um, and I remember it well. I remember it quite fondly. 2016, I believe, is the same year that I got a PlayStation 4. I got a PlayStation 4 Pro when those dropped. It came with a price drop for the PlayStation 4 Slim. All the talk about like Spider-Man it was on the horizon. Still a couple years away, but they were showing off. Look at all this awesome 4K checkerboard rendering. Um, Talking about HDR and other cool new features that the PlayStation platform was going to be able to support. And Uncharted 4 had just come out uh, months prior to the PlayStation 4 Pro dropping. It did get a patch that let it run at a slightly higher resolution, 1440p instead of 1080p. It's not nothing, but it's almost nothing. Um, and but yeah, I mean it was a great time, great game, and a great time to be an Uncharted fan. I had played the Uncharted games prior to that point. I did own a PlayStation 3, so I'd played them all on there. Um, by the time Uncharted 4 came around, I don't think I owned the Nathan Drake collection. But I was familiar with his tale, his torrid tale. Um, and yeah, Uncharted 4 was everything I could have asked for and more. It was a great time, and it's quickly become one of my favorites. Certainly among the PlayStation 4 library, among Naughty Dog's games, and among the Uncharted games. Hard to really say if it's my favorite. Um, yeah, I don't know. There are a couple flaws. One flaw I think we're kind of seeing played out in front of us right now is the combat comes kind of late in the game, don't you think? There's all this like tagging of enemies and sneaking around and different types of weapons and other tools that help you navigate the space. We've got the like grappling hook. We also have the new I forget what it's called. Um, Shoot. Yeah, but the rock climbing thing. The name escapes me right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But stuff like that helps you, kind of navigate the space more. Plus, you've got uh, companions that are more active in combat, more helpful in these types of areas than maybe in previous Uncharted games. But in spite of all that, I mean, we're most of the way through the game at this point, and we haven't had that much, that many of these combat encounters. They're not. There's only been a few. So we've had some fun, and I love doing them stealthily. But it is pretty. What would you say? Rear loaded. Usually you say front loaded. Would you say back loaded? I like rear loaded more, but that's probably not a phrase anybody uses. But it feels more rear loaded, you know, pushing all this combat towards the end. Um, and so that's what we're going to see here today. Lots of combat, lots of story revelations. We're getting to the meat here, right? You can feel the inflection point. We're coming up to it, right? There are still some mysteries to uncover, and uh, and yeah, definitely many a character moment to be had. I don't know if we're gonna beat the game today. Maybe. I think there's still a good chunk of game left, but maybe it'll fit cleanly into a 4-hour span. But it's not going to happen if I'm just sitting here blabbering on. So I don't think I really have anything interesting to say other than, I guess, a quick recap of where we're at story wise. Nathan is trying to help his brother out of a jam, his long lost brother. He was trying to find this pirate treasure with him. Henry Avery had, supposedly uh, looted a bunch of stuff from some journey, and on his way back, it all got lost. But they don't really believe that, and they're finding some clues that are pointing them elsewhere. Um, so he and his long lost brother and another guy, Rafe, they had the rich, or maybe son of a rich guy, funding their expedition. They all went to jail, some Panamanian jail or whatever, so that they can investigate the where they think some additional clues might be held. Henry Avery was held in this jail once a long time ago, and they find some clues, but then Sam kind of gets killed as they're trying to escape, or so they thought, and actually he survived, and he apparently stayed in jail with some, big drug lord type guy, some mob boss dude who was like, "Oh, you're looking for treasure? Well, I'll get you out of jail if you can find it for me." So now I have to help my long lost brother find the treasure to save his ass. And for some reason, I don't want to tell my wife about this because I've kind of tried to commit to like being a homebody with her, having a quiet life. We've gone on too many adventures together. I don't want to get in harm's way. But I don't know, it's kind of odd. There's the Malaysian job before that one, right? So that like there's a guy I work with who, knows that we could dredge something up over there, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, we don't have the right permits and I don't want to do it." She's the one who's kind of trying to push me to do it, but Nate's the one who's like, I don't think so. It's not right for him. He wants to be a stay-at-home dad now, even though he's not a dad. Stay-at-home husband, working off his job. And yeah, he's not, thrilled about it. But this seems like the perfect excuse, going to save his brother. I don't know why he doesn't really tell his wife, but like I keep saying, that to me is like the one of the main humps you got to get over. The fact that he has a long lost brother, and the fact that he doesn't want to tell his wife about this whole circumstance. It's a little hard to swallow, but really early in the story, they get that all out in front of you, and they're like, "Look, if you don't want to go on this adventure with us, you don't have to. But if you want an excuse for another Nathan Drake adventure, you got to just accept these facts. It's fine. Get over those humps," and we've been having a ball of time otherwise. Hitting up classic contacts like Sully on our journey, on our adventure. Um, and yeah, crossing paths with Rafe, who's also out to get the treasure, with Nadine, the head of Shoreline, who's like a mercenary group. And so, yeah, we are racing each other to try and find the treasure. We've located it all on this island where it seems that maybe the pirates made like a pirate colony. Not just Henry Avery, but lots of other pirates pooled all their treasure together to live in like a commune where they shared the wealth. And yet my ship has been wrecked. My wife also found out about my excursion and is very upset with me. And I only just linked back up with my brother before we had to call it quits last time around. So here we are. We're back on the island. I'm marooned in a sense, but I've shaken it off and found my brother. And I'm kind of mad at him because you can tell something's awry. Again, I'm not trying to show my hand too much, even though I'm pretty sure everybody watching right now has already played the whole game. But yeah, you know, I'm supposed to be excited, having an awesome time going on this cool pirate adventure, but I'm pissed because my wife is mad at me and I'm all beat up, and my good for nothing asshole brother is still like, woo, he's having a great time, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand what's at stake. His life is in danger. My wife is in danger. Well, I guess my relationship with my wife's in danger. So that's where we're at. That's what went down just before we ended last week's stream. So we're back this week for some more, and I'm gonna flip over, but not before I finish reading commentary from my loyal viewers who have much to say about the last 15 minutes of conversation. I have the sense a lot of Uncharted 4 was made being embarrassed about being combat focused. Like the original Alan Tudyk and Amy Hennig version, Alan Tudyk still had huge segments of zero combat or killing for hours at a time. Yeah, I don't know. I would say I don't agree with that characterization, but I do kind of understand why you'd feel that way. Um, but honestly, from coming from The Last of Us, I just played that on my own time recently, um, and those are even more combat heavy, combat focused. That to me, the combat in those games has a lot more depth to it, and um, yeah, there's more, to upgrade and ways that it evolves throughout the game. I feel like going from that to Uncharted, it's kind of clear that well, actually, there's not. The combat is kind of simple and limited, um, and it's not as flashy or exciting. And that to me is why they add like, okay, well, we're gonna have like a grappling hook, we're gonna have the python, we're gonna add like sneaking, and you can tag people. We're gonna make the companions even more useful in combat. We're gonna have different types of guns and all sorts of stuff like that. It feels like they're trying to make it more interesting. Um, but yeah, in this game, it doesn't, in the Uncharted games, it doesn't need to be super layered or really all of that. There doesn't need to be that much depth. Because for The Last of Us, you spend a lot of time in an environment poring over like, hey, we got to be quiet. These zombies, they're like a really big threat to us, and we don't have that much material, so you have to be slow and meticulous. And so it helps to have like extra layers of depth there. But here for like an action game, we're like flying through. It's about like set pieces and having fun, and so the extra depth is like not really necessary, right? Really, if we were playing this like a movie, then Nathan would be like swinging his way through. He'd be, yeah, taking out guys, maybe starting stealthily, but oh my gosh, then this guy showed up, and now I got to be loud and brazen and make mistakes. And there's plenty more of that coming up. Lots of big action set pieces, mid combat, things like that. Um, so it kind of makes sense to me. I think that yeah, that I wouldn't say that they're embarrassed by the combat, but in a way, it can sometimes feel like that, just because there's like I said, it's so rear loaded. It's not front loaded or evenly split. But again, I mean, there's still combat, just not this kind of interesting combat. Like when we're at the mansion, for the auction, for example, and they're kind of teaching you the ropes of like, hey, here's how you do sneaking around, here's how you tag enemies. But it just ends in like a big firefight. You don't really use those skills that much beyond their introduction. Um, and after that, when you're in Scotland, there's really only like one or two areas that have enemies and again, that don't feel like they're like tutorials of like, okay, here's a few enemies, like good luck. Once you get to Madagascar, you can take it on your own of how you want to approach some of those areas, which is a lot of fun. But some of them are still kind of scripted of like you get to the place, then the enemies show up. You don't really get to um, handle it your own way. Um, but I would also say, really, it's just that here on the island now, with the combat that we've got, the maps are larger, like there are significantly more enemies, and they're strung together like back to back in ways that we didn't really see as much earlier in the game. So now it is like way more combat, and it's going to be interesting. Um, it goes pretty fast after the boat exploration part. Yeah, definitely. The pacing at this point, it does pick up. I love that Mass Effect, you can go more than an hour without killing. For Uncharted, I don't think it's got enough to forego combat. And that's true. And again, that's when you're making like an action movie into a game, you're going to have the action as like the combat, but it's not narratively interesting. And in a movie, you can pace it perfectly, right? You can even like squeeze in some drops of some narrative when it makes sense, introduce some stuff, but otherwise, in a movie, you can pace the action perfectly. In a game, it's a lot harder to do. So, I'm halfway through my second playthrough of Uncharted 4, and I've frankly fallen out of love with Uncharted 4. Yeah, I know, I can tell. Whenever I talk to you about Uncharted 4 through the stream, you seem jaded. There's still parts of Uncharted 4 I adore, but now I think the game is the story of me falling out of love with Naughty Dog. I don't hate them, but it's transactional now. They're just like a contractor providing a product to me now. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Can't say I agree. I just finished playing Last of Us Part 2, and yeah, I'm rock hard. That was awesome. I mean, it was a replay, that maybe my third replay, but yeah, I was ecstatic. It was great, and it just makes me think like I don't know if we'll get something like that again. It's a special little thing, but I love this stuff. But I don't really care for Jack 2, so we'll just be two sides of Naughty Dog's coin. Let me get the music going, and we're going to flip over to the game. And I'll prove to you why it's my favorite of the Uncharted's. Let's see, I think it was about this level before. Oh, I got to turn my own volume down. Hang on a second. It's just a little loud for me. Okay. Here we are. Thank you, Ian. you and me both. Not for lack of trying. All right. Let us continue, but not before cracking open my sparkling frost. I got some cherry limeade here that I'm cracking open. I'll even go a step further and I'll say I wish I had a mind capable of enjoying Jack 2. Clearly it's above me. I'll never get to play Jack 3 because I can't finish Jack 2. But this is way more my speed, and I really like how this game iterates and adds on to the gameplay conventions of Uncharted. Again, stuff like the grappling hook. I kind of made fun of it in God of War when they're like, "Oh yeah, here's like a you." Oh, whoops! Did not mean to do that or that, but that's fine. We're getting our bearings. Yeah, sometimes you just notice when a game like adds some very gamey stuff, and the grappling hook is like a very classic, like, what game isn't made better with a grappling hook? It just is like tacked on. But hey, I mean, they're not wrong in that, you know, it's fun. It does, and it's not just for the linear areas, but for the wide open maps. It makes the traversal more fun.
Off to a good start. Yeah, let's just hope the rest of it isn't buried under centuries of dirt and rock.
Glass half full with you, please.
Is there anything else looking around here? But yeah, stuff like that in the Python, you can tell that they're not, you know, it's not so heavily narrative focused. Something that I think is kind of, you know, interesting, again, coming from The Last of Us is so narrative heavy. But replaying it, I you know, appreciate, yeah, well, actually, there's a huge gameplay element as well. It's not just about the narrative. The game itself is like a ton of fun to play, and that's why the multiplayer is so revered, right? And The Last of Us 2 is the same way. You know, the narrative is like the overriding feature. It's what's memorable. It's what pulls you through. It's what people are going to talk about afterwards. But really, the gameplay is like very, very impressive. Very clearly like a labor of love. Very, yeah, well-rounded, full of depth. And so in this game, when it's like, oh, from the guys that did The Last of Us, clearly there's so much more of a narrative focus. There's so much more like character work in ways that, you know, Uncharted didn't necessarily have previously. But it's more than that, right? Even, you know, mechanically, the game is more fun to me.
Up here. I'm coming.
But also, I'm absolutely I don't want to say a graphics snob, but I'm a graphics like addict, you know. And so I just love seeing the visual leap from generation to generation. Definitely what Naughty Dog, in my mind, was known for was like their animation. And yeah, in many ways, like graphical
Seen better days, huh?
cutting edge.
Roof could use some work. Let's just hope it doesn't come down on our heads.
Stuff like Jak and Daxter, to me, you know, you can tell a big part of what they were so proud of with that game was the seamless open world and the amount of time and effort they spent, you know, working on that tech. And today, it's very quaint, you know, in like a post-Grand Theft Auto world. It's like, well, yeah, that's not really that impressive. There's so many games. The most popular type of game is like a seamless open world. But at the time, yeah, I mean, that was like very intentional, huge amount of effort. And those kinds of pieces, you know, they still ring true today. And if anything, it was after Jak and Daxter with Jak 2 and 3 that they spent more time on narrative. And I really like that. You know, it's fun.
This way.
But it's not a strict requirement. To me, it's the technical stuff that's most exciting.
Ah, yeah, that's not happening.
Hey, Nathan. I think there's a way through here.
So I'm a sucker for just like seeing this graphical leap forward. And again, for The Last of Us Part 2, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like this, but 60 hours long. You know? I definitely understand the complaints about like the pacing and just how long it is.
Crawling's a good workout for my quads.
But I can't say I feel the same way because, man, I love it. I love it. It's a great game. It's so much fun.
Feels good to stretch out again.
But if I wasn't enjoying it, then I would be disappointed.
Hey.
And that's what makes me think, oh, with The Last of Us 2,
July,
we'll never get a game like that again, right?
Let's find something to stand on.
It took so long to make. It was so expensive. And for what, you know? Kind of like, you know, the now infamous leaked email about Insomniac's Spider-Man 2. You know, they kind of, like, double the budget, double the size of the game. And for what? It's not like sales doubled. Sales increased marginally, but not like they doubled. So
There's a crate. I got an idea.
now it feels like, oh, are we really going to be, like,
Here we go.
getting these giant bajillion-dollar AAA games as much.
You got something?
It's hard to say. We're about to get Grand Theft Auto 6, right? That's like the ultimate culmination of like quintuple A gaming, you know? Sorry, was I supposed to go explore what's back here? And that game, to me, like, no doubt, it will sell really well. It'll be well reviewed. There'll be lots to complain about. I don't think it'll be tough to say how likely it's going to outsell its predecessors, but it seems likely at the very least, right? But more than that, it's an outlier. You're not typically getting games like those that Rockstar is making. And for Sony especially, I think they're interested in kind of clamping down on expensive projects when it's not necessary. They've been burned quite a few times recently from projects that are way too expensive for their own good. But that's not including Naughty Dog's work. You know, Naughty Dog's games aren't... They are successful. They do make their money back. But still, how long is that going to last? And are they going to be affected by the rest of Sony, or is Sony going to be, you know, keeping them out of that cost-cutting endeavor? I don't really know. But playing something like this just makes me think, man, this is amazing. It's such a giant, expensive work of art that is still really effective, in spite of it being so expensive. And that is very rare. But that's exactly my niche. I love watching like big, expensive blockbuster movies. Most of the time, they kind of suck, you know. And it's fun to dissect them and talk about why they don't work. But I really like seeing, corporation spend $1 bajillion on a project. And the few times where it does actually work, it is magnificent. Gets me going. Now, talking about magnificent.
What do you see?
No houses. Wide street. Clearly a commercial district of some kind.
Yes, thank you for that, Nathan. Come on. What do you see?
But
You just want to hear me say it, don't you?
Really want to hear you say it.
All right.
El Dorado.
Libertalia.
Oh.
Libertalia! The long-lost legendary pirate utopia discovered after 300 years by one Samuel Drake. and his younger, slightly less charming brother who happened to be tagging along for the ride. You know, I always knew you'd make something of yourself one day.
Yeah, just so you know, it's not my first lost city.
You should just enjoy the moment. So where you want to start?
How about that building right over there?
Oh, you mean the one with the massive guard tower?
Yeah, I say we go see what it was guarding.
Works for me.
All right. All right.
I mean, I'm speechless. Holy goddamn shit, Nathan.
That's your idea of speechless?
God, how long do you think it took them to build this place?
Years.
Here we are.
Decades, even. How the hell did they keep it a secret all that time?
Now, to me, this, is what's seared into my brain as Uncharted 4. This
is quite the find.
landscape, it's like flashbulb memory of like, oh my gosh. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm shocked that Libertalia is real, but again, just the sheer level of detail. You know, that in that cutscene, for example, the backdrop could have basically been a matte painting. All the way back there, the building right over there, I mean, that is basically a painting in the skybox. But the rest of this, it is alive. The wind is like actually animating the signage and the foliage. So you see like the shadows glimmering and yeah, leaves rustling back and forth because it's actually real, and that it's like 3-dimensional. It's animated. It's not a painting. It's a game that you can walk right up to and see all of that detail. It's pretty sweet. But also, again, I love the use of color in a lot of these games, really, but especially Uncharted 2, 3, and 4. And so, yeah, the green and blue here just looks phenomenal. What's up, Sam?
If only Alcazar saw it that way.
You just can't let us enjoy this, can you?
I'm enjoying it. But we have a goal here, remember?
Trust me, I know about the goal.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, then.
What's funny is that before my last playthrough, I would wonder if Uncharted 2 or 4 were my favorite. Yeah, I'm playing through them right now, and I feel kind of the same way. I've grown to love Uncharted 3 more, appreciate Uncharted 2 a little more, and Uncharted 4 makes me feel like I have diarrhea but no toilet. Now, how could you say that? How could you feel that way? Love Uncharted 3 a little more? I agree. Playing it again, there's a lot to like, even if it does feel flawed in several ways, but not in ways that feel, like, salient, or really worth complaining. In the grand scheme of things, it's just like any franchise when you gotta compare it against, as we kept saying when we played through it, compared to Uncharted 2, yeah, it's not as good, right? But it's still really good. I'm appreciating Uncharted 2 a little more. Again, it is so great, and it's fun to go back to a game like that and be reminded of why it's so great. And Uncharted 4, no. Diarrhea with no toilet, no. Uncharted 4 is like having a good poop on a very comfortable toilet. If all of the Uncharted were poops, how would they be described? My snarling, beady pig eyes adore the animations right in my face, but beautiful graphics are wasted on my hog sensibilities. Well, that's okay. I think that's a point worth mentioning, definitely. I mean, again, in these games, I think they spend so much time and effort making the world look seamless so that you're not thinking about it. Like, you're really not supposed to be thinking about, the awesome, epic graphics in a way that, I don't know, I would say like Cyberpunk is kind of loudly trying to impress you with some of the graphics, and not in a bad way, but, just as an example. I think this game is trying to impress you, but more with the art direction than, like, graphically. But, yeah, if you are staring at the details, you'll quickly find that, there's a lot to be impressed by, right? I find high-budget movies that flop very interesting. For games I don't, engaging with the game I don't like is like speed reading a bad book. It's a chore. Now that, I mean, I can get behind. But I don't know. They're not all like that, right? I think definitely there are bad big budget games that are not fun to play. But they're not all like that. I'm thinking of remember Dante's Inferno? What the hell was that? Right? Was that game, like, bad? I wouldn't say so. Is it like a waste of time? Maybe a little bit. But I still find it way more interesting that, EA bothered to invest in a project like that. And that it didn't suck, right?
This letter's still legible.
I find that way more interesting than, like, I don't know, Black Ops 7, or whichever one we're on now, right? I think there's a rift. There's plenty of really interesting, expensive gems, even if ultimately they're not worth playing. But it also definitely depends on the length. Not every game is 60 hours. Some of them are pretty brief affairs, so they're not as much of a commitment. But yeah, definitely compared to a movie, movies are usually like an afternoon. An evening. Games can be a lot longer than that. May 17th, 1715. Father, you no doubt heard my vessel was destroyed by an East Indiaman ship. If you grieved for me, I beg your forgiveness, but I needed the world to believe me dead. Not only is your son alive and well, you should be happy to hear I have resigned my captaincy. I no longer make my fortunes as a thief. Instead, my stalwart crew of buccaneers and I have joined with other like-minded souls to further the cause of liberty. We are founding a colony where every man is considered equal and free to do as they wish. To that end, I have chosen to work the fields and livestock, which I imagine would amuse you to no end, but it brings me satisfaction, the likes of which I never found back home. For now, our location must remain secret, but I hope one day you can come here and see what we have accomplished, a society free from the unjust subjection you have grown to accept. Christopher. Once again, it's like, really, this note survived hundreds of years just like laying on this table in a dilapidated house, no less. And he wrote the letter, but he never got to send it, huh? That's what a shame. But I don't know, man. I think the elements would have whisked this letter away to time, if you ask me. Dante's Inferno. What the hell even was that game edition re-release? I would love to see. That's the thing, though. Games like that, they're like not even worthy of like a. They won't even bother to throw that on Steam or something. I mean, I don't even think that game got a PC release, so it was like console only. Not really easy to emulate those, so they're just like, yeah, that game's just gonna go ahead and be lost to time. So that's like a big publisher kind of game, and it's kind of an interesting idea for a game. It's not like Gun, which is literally a game called Gun, or like Army of Two. Those are like less interesting, and they're not even flops. Army of Two got a sequel. Army of Two 2.
Some cutlasses here.
I think that's what it was called. But those definitely are less interesting to me.
Avast, you dirty dog.
Oh.
Nice. I was doing the... Oh, yeah, no, I know. I was doing the thing.
Right. Right. You're a horrible pirate.
Now that was a very Naughty Dog little interaction there. Felt a lot like everything I've been playing recently.
If they did,
What's
they
that?
didn't do it on this island. Otherwise, word would have gotten out about the place.
Good point.
What a nice, serene little place. Another thing that I really like, let's see if we can get up here and do this.
Looks like we found a local watering hole.
That's right, we can sit and have a drink here. Sam crawls up from behind.
Not a bad view.
Hey. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers indeed.
What were they doing here?
What, we're colonists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw your lot in with these infamous outlaws. Then what?
You know, take a load off, find some refuge, enjoy a little grog. It's far worse fates.
I guess. Except you have to see Avery's statue every day.
Do you ever wonder?
Hey, you ever wonder, like, with different choices, how we might have ended up?
I mean, like you taking your magic show on the road?
No, that was an option. I was good.
It's not a viable option.
What? You know what? You're just jealous. You always were.
Okay, but really though.
No, but I mean, what would our lives have been like if we hadn't started by chasing these people who've been dead for hundreds of years? You think it would resemble more of a normal life?
Normal. You've got everybody gathered around the table for Thanksgiving, exchanging all the baby photos, something like that.
Yeah, why not?
No, thank you.
You don't like babies?
Not for me.
Or just baby photos?
I like.
You know what, Thanksgiving? I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, heard that before.
Come on, we're fortunate, man.
This is fortunate.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I've been locked up for the last 15 years, so it's all relative, I suppose.
All right, well, I'll give you that. This is much better than prison.
Time to go. But this, I would say, this is really indicative of the new Naughty Dog, the modern Naughty Dog.
My mug's run dry.
Yeah, I was about to say, service here is lousy.
I read and listened to a lot of interviews talking about The Last of Us and how Left Behind, specifically, the DLC, really emboldened them to feel more comfortable having these kinds of like gameplay set pieces where there's not really much going on. They're very quiet and they're character focused, but there's still spaces that you navigate around and interact with. You talk to the characters, you get to live a little bit of their life. But it's different from combat, obviously, solving puzzles or even like walk and talk type of, cutscenes that aren't quite cutscenes. There's a bit of that in The Last of Us, for sure. But it still is like relegated to very specific moments in the game. Like the opening, for example. It's like the prologue. You haven't even learned how the combat works. And once you get that figured out, there aren't that many of those moments later in the game. But Left Behind, so much of that is just like walking around as Ellie and exploring them all. They intercut it, with the present day combat stuff to give you some combat and to keep things, moving. Again, good for pacing, definitely. But that Left Behind made them more comfortable. Like, okay, let's actually, like, it's okay. In fact, players kind of even want moments where they are not engaging in combat, but are still enjoying time with the characters. So moments like what we just saw, sitting there in the pub, but honestly, in almost all of this segment here, as we're exploring Libertalia, not really something I would expect to see in a previous Uncharted game. And there's plenty of that too in The Last of Us Part 2. To me, I'm cool with it. I love it. But that's because these games already have lots of great gameplay anyway. I don't feel like it's really taking away from like a gameplay moment. It's not like this is here instead of like some more combat, for example, right? But I think other players do feel like when they're playing a game, anything that's not the core gameplay, and this is not the core gameplay, then it should be excised, right? And I definitely have better tolerance than other folks might have. I love, for example, I've been talking about Insomniac's Spider-Man games. I love those games a lot. Flawed as they may be. I think they're really great, very potent experiences. But man, I'm constantly hearing people complain about segments like when you play as MJ or Miles Morales, before he becomes Spider-Man. I don't really care about those at all. Like, they don't like they don't register to me. They're not memorable. Like, it doesn't really mean that much to me. I think it's clear to me why they're there. It's for pacing purposes.
Horse bones.
They're still tied up. Like they were abandoned. Why?
Don't know.
But I'm frequently seeing people complain about them like it really tanked their experience of the game. Because it's keeping them from doing the Spider-Man stuff that they want to be doing, right? And it feels very much that way.
What do you mean?
all good things must come to an end, right?
We'll let
I
our
joke
characters talk.
about cursed pirate treasure, but after hearing all your stories...
Well, the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. Usually.
You know, in those segments, kind of like now, I mean, you're playing as a different character, you're slower, you don't have any abilities, especially with, you know, MJ. I guess with Miles, it's kind of the same deal. You, like, because you don't have any abilities, you have to, like, sneak around enemies, and so usually you'd feel powerful, but in this moment, like, you're slow and you can't do anything, and that's annoying, right? I kind of get that. Like, I do genuinely understand a little bit. Man, look at this fog rolling through. It looks fantastic. But it really just, like, does not bother me at all. And yet I'm hearing so frequently it brought up as, like, almost like an Achilles heel of the games. That, like, I can't believe that those are in, and especially in Spider-Man 2, that they kept the MJ sections. Now in those, they give her, like, a taser, basically.
Hey, look at
So
this.
she's
Our
not
family's
powerless
here.
anymore.
So, where the hell did everyone go? I mean, were they all raptured or something?
Little blocks. Win it all. They were raptured,
What's
yeah.
the story here?
But I don't know. To me, it doesn't really bother me that much when, for a brief moment of game, I don't have to. I don't get to play with the combat, you know. But like I said, it's obvious to me. It's for pacing purposes. Is why they do that. But especially in a game like Spider-Man, I'm playing that game for like 100 hours, you know? Playing it for like 50 hours or something. I have plenty of time to play as Spider-Man. I don't really mind if for like a half hour I have to play as powerless MJ. But some people, it really does bother them. It does feel like the game grinds to a halt. And like I said, pacing-wise, that's kind of the idea.
Hey, Sam, check it out. It's like a pirate code of conduct.
The whole point of this place was not having rules.
Well, even pirate ships had their own rules.
Can you imagine this place back in its heyday? The shops open, crusty old pirates hanging around, and smell of rum.
The ceaseless sound of squawking parrots in the air.
People living their lives, far away from the reach of the authorities.
Article 5. He who deserts Libertalia in time of battle shall be punished by death. Yeah, do we have anything interesting in here? Did these slavers, murderers, and thieves actually follow these rules? I guess we'll find out, huh? So that's all just to say, I think that stuff doesn't really bother me as much. And if anything, pacing is maybe more important. But it does matter a lot to other players. So you'll see a lot of complaining, again, in these late Naughty Dog games like The Last of Us, and especially The Last of Us 2, which, pacing-wise, it is rough. It's a long game. So... but I think you'll often see people complain that those narrative-heavy games don't have as much gameplay focus as they might want. I disagree. I mean, I think that they do have a lot of gameplay focus, and that there's so much more going on there.
Locked, of course.
Than I think some people might say give them credit for. But that doesn't change how they feel, right? Ultimately, if you walk away still thinking about those times that they kept you from engaging in combat and made you wander around and pick up pointless objects, then who am I to say that you're wrong for thinking that way? That's how you feel. But for me personally, I'm okay with it. I like taking my time to explore. I like getting to get up close and personal with the environments, hear a little bit more out of the characters, and a lot of this to me is completely optional. If you really don't care, you should just sprint right to the destination. But you can see here, for me, I'm taking my sweet time. I'm having fun.
Hey, looks like there's a path or something through there.
Let's go! How shall we get through there? I don't think we're getting in here, right? We're not supposed to come this way? This is just a clue as to where we're supposed to go. Somewhere else in this direction. I got stuck here too. The paths forward are around some poorly lit areas. Yeah, am I supposed to get on a roof? Not up here, right? I don't know if I'm supposed to be going up, though. But we'll see. I just told you I don't care. I just told you I'm having fun. So I better put money where my mouth is. Alright, you can get all the way down. That's okay. Let's see. It's not over here, is it? I think already up here, right? Yeah, I found that. Moved everything. Not really supposed to go that way, though, right? Oops. Oh, wait, yeah. Is it over here? I forgot about this part of the... Yeah. My mistake. So often I'm like, oh, okay, this is clearly the right way to go, so... I better go explore all the other nooks and crannies first, and then I circle back, or forget to circle back, and that's how I get lost. Well...
Captain Avery. I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I was going to say, I thought there was a statue of him we were talking about. He's got a bird nest in his hat. I think that's a nice little detail.
Hey, there's that symbol again.
Oh, you've seen that too, huh?
Yeah, ways back before we met up. Who's marking these places? Is that another sigil?
No, not that I know of.
Maybe invaders? I mean, I'm sure these guys had plenty of enemies out there.
That's a good point.
Ooh, photo op. Sam, you want to take a picture?
Check it out. I would totally get a picture of myself in this thing.
He knows what's up.
The camera, that is.
Well, hey, I can sketch in my journal.
Really?
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I'm like not good at doodling at all. Like I can be forced to doodle, but it doesn't come naturally to me. So looking at Nate's amazing sketches.
This is amazing.
But he's not alone. I know plenty of people
Suppose we
who
get to that big building with the tower.
wouldn't call themselves drawers, but they're way better at it than me. What is this? Wow. Doing my best L.A. Noire right here.
There's even a pirate utopia needs a place to lock up riffraff.
Can you imagine who pirates put in prison? That's a little hypocritical, don't you think? Pirates having a jail?
Well, I guess every group has its assholes.
But therein lies the problem, Nate. Even in a communal society, someone's got to be on top. Someone's got to be in charge. Someone's. These are all pirates. No way they'd follow the rules. Alright, I think that was the right way to go. I think I'm gonna leave. I'll spend
This
enough
way,
time
follow
in.
me.
I saw a beautiful ornate door I was going to go examine, but I don't need to be wasting your time with that. It's a nice little touch. It
Hey,
creeps
Sam, come
under
here.
your weight,
This looks promising.
so you need to go underneath. Whoa! Guess we're not going that way. How come he didn't say that? Now how am I going to know whether or not we're going
This is
that way?
unusual. These tunnels look a lot rougher than the rest of the colony.
Kind of like they were built in a hurry.
It's like a hideout of some kind.
Yeah, but who would they be hiding out from? Themselves?
Hmm.
It's a symbol again.
Yeah. You know, if that symbol was from an invading force, we wouldn't have found it in an underground hideout.
Right.
Maybe there was trouble in paradise. Secret society or rebels.
All definite possibilities. Look at this. Looks like the layout of the commercial district.
Plans of attack.
And boom, there's our treasury right there. See, there's the tower.
What were these guys up to?
I don't know, but I don't like it. I'll also say for me, the pirate theming totally works. It feels very fitting for Nathan Drake. I do kind of like the others more. The other games, they more seamlessly fit into his like story, right? But at the same time, yeah, Pirate Treasure just feels ripe
Modest
for
little church.
Uncharted and at least a little unique compared to retreading some prior ground. Now look at this, man. This is awesome. These flowers and everything. Looks fantastic. Great stuff. Okay, nothing else over here. Ready to move
That's
on?
our way out of here.
Whee.
I see some light down below.
Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not, forgetting anything. All this fog, dude.
Holy
This
shit.
dense fog.
Hey!
Look, the combat
found more
UI
of the
just popped up.
colony.
What do you think that means?
Shh, shh. Look. Shoreline. I don't think they've seen us yet.
Just keep it that way.
All right. Keep your head down.
Time for combat.
Yeah.
Now, the sneaking around to kill guys, I don't know if that really makes sense for Nathan Drake's character. Not that I'm really complaining, because it's kind of my favorite way to go about the combat. I remember playing Uncharted in front of our man Grungen, and couldn't have been for the first time, because I'm pretty sure I already owned him at that point, but maybe I didn't, I don't know. But over at Grungen's place, playing Uncharted, and I was just so bad at aiming and shooting, so I love using melee to take everybody out, and he remarked that, like, he had never seen anybody engage in so much melee combat as I had before, which was kind of funny. It was fun that in 3 they expanded upon it, but in the other 2 games it's very basic and simple. It's kind of clear that, like, you're not really meant to spend that much time with it. But yeah, I'm not really a guns guy, and I'm way more, I'm way better at slamming a melee button than pointing and shooting. Whoops,
Shit.
stuck my head out a little while. Come on up and investigate. Don't you want to see more?
All right then.
I guess not. So much for being sneaky. Ugh. See, this is where I'm like restarting checkpoints just to keep being sneaky. But I'm not allowed to do that over and over and over. So there's one. But next time I get caught, even if it's right here, I'm sticking with it. I can't do that forever. Okay, so let's see. I just want to be a little sneaky before we go guns blazing. No, there's another guy down there. Let's see. Here, come here. Oh. He saw that. Ludonarrative dissonance! Guys, we did it. I got my trophy. He's my guy. He's a good guy.
Whoa.
Oh, faced into the wall. Oh my gosh. Alright. That was dumb, but I'm having fun, so. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So yeah, something, another great game that I have to recommend, that I am, of course, thinking a lot about as I'm playing this, is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the, Machine Games title. Oops. Come on. I don't have time for this. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just go down here, huh? Give myself a breather. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I lost him. Kind of forgot I can do that. Obviously this game is aping Indiana Jones in many ways, but in video game form, of course. And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is more, obviously, a direct adaptation of Indiana Jones in a video game form. They do things really differently. You know, it's not really that analogous to this game. But the tone is the same, and there are some similarities to draw. And one of them, to me, is in this game and in that game, they do a great job of showcasing how a character like Indiana Jones or Nathan Drake will jump in and out of combat, you know. Typically in like an Indiana Jones movie, we see him start, you know, in a enemy scenario, trying to be sneaky about it, trying to use everything to his advantage. But eventually, you know, and another guy.
I'm clear. You? Nothing here either. Go check over there. I got this side. Careful. Oh shit!
That was pretty good. Not quite 4, but. Get it with my pistole. Yeah, you know, the enemy forces overwhelm him because he's like a one guy, and usually he's like going up against an army, right?
I think that's all of them. Grab any ammo you can. That won't be the last of them.
You think they're looking for us or the treasure?
No and Rafe? Both.
And I like how both games have combat that's focused around that exact idea of like, okay, let's start. You can start sneaky. You can start trying to use your wits about you. Keep your wits about you. But eventually, it's not really that likely that you're just gonna like stay out of combat the whole time, and you can't just like sneak up behind everybody. So suddenly you will get caught with your pants down. You'll have to do something a little silly. And then you'll be flying by the seat of your pants and somehow miraculously make it out alive. I think both games do a really good job of that sort of thing. Flintlock pistol. No, I like this one way more. I don't need a hint. I'm just looking. I'm exploring. But that game is first person, in part to probably try and distance itself from this game and make it seem less less related. And it's much more, it's like an open world, or you know, much more open levels. This is way more linear. But I love them both, this game and that game. They're both very good, even if they're doing different things. I would definitely recommend checking them out. Now here we go. I was gonna say there's gotta be some more ammo for myself around here. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now we're allowed to continue. I don't think I need a hint yet, but we'll find out.
Crap, more shoreliners.
Like Rich Boy was right. Lekker. About time we had a proper payday.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so here I'm just gonna say.
Oh boy.
Oh, oh. Heyo. Wah. And then they're like, we lost them. I don't know how you lost them, but.
We're good. They don't see
Nice move. I can't believe Nate has moves like that. Okay, breaking news, everybody. I'm proud to announce me, Grungen, has made 3 small plot revisions to these 20-year-old games to mildly improve it to my taste. Number 1. I'd have Roman and Navarro be in Uncharted 3, not 1, to parallel Nate and Sully. Which they kind of did, because Navarro and Talbot's voice actor are the same. Okay, yeah, so let's see. Roman and Navarro be in Uncharted 3, not 1. Yeah, I can get behind that, definitely. It is a little awkward. Again, a lot of that stuff just feels like, you know, in hindsight, I wouldn't have set it all up the way that they did, right? And as we were playing them, and I remember our discussions, I agree that it'd be nice to maybe put a little more emphasis on some of the intrigue there that they kind of quickly throw away. And it's easy to not really care about it today because we kind of already know where those characters go. But yeah, I agree with such revisions. All right, let's see what's the best way to playing ourselves over here. Come on. You ain't got all day. Nice.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, come on. Hurry up. Oh. Okay. I think it was just him, right? 2, I'd have Nate almost die in Uncharted 3 and be rescued by Sully.
Are we clear?
Instead of the death fake-out that was too similar to Uncharted 2 Elena. Yeah, I definitely, I agree with that, for sure. Wouldn't it be kind of interesting to have you play as a different character for a short period of time? Kind of like in The Last of Us. I guess they take away from it when it happens in The Last of Us, but make you think that, you know, he died, but he didn't actually die. But they don't really do that in these games. Have you play as anyone but Nathan, really. 3, I'd make Sam a little brother, so it makes sense Nate would be ashamed to abandon his little bro, and he owes him the world. Maybe. I think some of it does still make sense to me. That Nate looks up to Sam in a lot of ways, even though Sam is, like, worse. You You know, Nate does feel like a better version of him. He's made less mistakes. He's nicer to other people. He has less of a receding hairline, even. He looks better. He looks younger. But I think, especially with all of the flashbacks, it's easy to see he's still, even down to his core, looks up to him. Where if that dynamic was flipped, it would be a little odd, but it wouldn't not work. Let's see. Down here. Okay, just making sure there's nothing. Hey, there is a note in here. Franklin, forgive me. I dared not speak of this in the presence of our families last night. I did not want to distress them. I have not something my cousin Jack. All right, fine. I've not seen my cousin Jack for several days, and I hoped you might know his whereabouts. I have already been to the jail to check the stockades and cells. It wouldn't be the first time he was detained there, but I only saw the usual gathering of drunkards. Something has surely happened to him, but no one dares speak of it. I must be forthright. I fear it is related to the meetings you both attend neath the church every half moon. They are an open secret, and if I know of them, it is certain the founders know of them as well. If you've heard of anything, I implore you, please tell me. Matthew. So something else I'll say, this is very The Last of Us to me, is like, as we're going through this linear path through Libertalia, we're starting on the outside and kind of worming our way to the core. We are finding, like, suspiciously perfectly placed clues that slowly open up more of the story and the world. And sometimes it just feels a little too cute and clean, right? Not in a detrimental way, but just in a way that's like, well, okay, that's right. It is a video game, you know? Frequently, when you find notes in any of these games, it is so video gamey of like, brother, I hope you are well. Have you seen my lost boy? And somehow the note, like I keep saying, is like perfectly preserved on the desk here. And the way that it's like plotted out, how like there was a meeting room underneath the church, and now we're finding notes that are like, I think that we've been found meeting under the church. Well, it's a little too clean, but I'm not complaining that much. And Nate would be so ashamed letting his little bro, quote unquote, die, he'd never bring it up. And Sam's kind of dumb, so little bro fits more to tug on the heart. He'd be even more immature having grown up alone. Yeah, I do agree with some of that. I think it would maybe make more sense. I mean, it is definitely still implied that, like, he feels ashamed of leaving him behind. But if he was his little brother, I think it would hit harder, definitely. And I do also agree that as the younger brother, I think it makes more sense to be like a little more of a degenerate and a little more of like a problem child. But again, on the flip side, the orphanage kind of setting, the fact that, you know, he it does kind of make sense as the older brother. He'd have to like cut corners to make ends meet, to look out for his little brother Nathan. So I could go either way, but I like it. Change 4, all males have Norwood 4 or 5 hairlines for representation. Sorry, man, I need more people looking like me everywhere. And if you don't look like me, I'm not playing.
Come on, Sam. Is that thing steady?
Now look at
anything
this.
else around here? Oh, okay, so no.
I'm feeling very Uncharted 2 here, but like this, what is these houses on this like cliffside, slowly kind of falling into the ground. It looks kind of cool. I don't know if it really makes sense, but it's a good way to add some detail to the skybox. But now we're getting into like all of these games have this problem of like, I'm sorry, satellite imagery didn't pick this up. These are just like outside in the sun. But we're not really supposed to be thinking about that. We're supposed to be having fun, and damn it, I'm having fun. Oops.
Aina.
What else?
Yeesh, this whole place is falling apart.
You guys think about that while I drink some more.
Hey, you ever done anything like this? Nah. I've overthrown a couple of governments, looted villages. But this is something else.
I've overthrown a government or two. I've never met a mercenary before. You think they talk like that? I have read about, like, you know, in the CIA, that yes, there are agents who will just, like, go and, like, drink and do drugs. All in the name of further integrating themselves into the scum of society that they're trying to infiltrate, of course. Of course, that's why. But then they get caught red-handed doing something they're not supposed to, and then it very clearly just seems like, yes, they are just sitting around talking about how, like, yeah, I've toppled a regime or two. No sweat. I think Sam and Sully kind of competing to be Nate's mentors handled kind of well. There's some subtle moments here and there, but nothing substantial. I agree. It's a nice... It is an understated part of this game. I don't know if it would be... If I would enjoy it more if it was more overstated, but it is an interesting, a neat little part of these games, for sure.
Hang on.
How's it?
Ooh, that was close. Sully does a great job of, like, trying to keep Nate in check. You know, every so often when he's like, oh, how's Elena okay with this? Oh, she doesn't even know. Oops.
No!
Excuse me. Excuse me. But he's also a good friend to Nate in that he's not like, you know, look, I'm blacklisting you because of this. Instead he's like, okay, well, lead the way. So he stands there, caught red-handed, just like Nate, when Elena comes back. Sam doesn't have as much to lose, so... And it's more fitting with his character that he's like, I don't really care about your, you know, whatever personal sacrifices you have to make this happen. Because I want to do this, you know? / I have to do this. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Didn't see that guy. Now, when I'm playing these games, man, I am, like, always trying to do them as stealthily as possible. I'm restarting like crazy, like a dumb idiot. But this feels more canonically accurate, don't you think? Oops, I really should have dropped to swing from there, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, some bridge collapsed. They're having to drive around the river. They'll be here soon. Okay, gents, stay sharp. Let's keep this joint nice and tidy for the boss lady. Movement over there. Do a sweep to confirm. They're over here!
Let me get the fun music. Come on. There we go. That just feels good, you know? Swinging around like a madman. Oh my gosh. Didn't realize he could still hit me there.
Yeah, some
Let's
bitch
try
heading
again.
around the river. They'll be here soon. Okay, gents, stay sharp. Let's keep this joint nice and tidy for the boss lady. Shit, just saw something. Got your back, China.
You didn't see anything.
What was it? We're all clear.
I like barely examine it. Got him. Alrighty. So is there a guy over here? Like, what's going on? Is he not over here? I don't know what happened. Guess I'll just wait for him to find me later. Ooh, close one. Okay, so I would really like to... Here we go. Isn't that a fun little animation? I know they did it in Uncharted 3, but I love this mechanic of, like, clomping onto people like that, you know? Ooh. Love to help a buddy out. A brother. Alright, so who's left? Nope. Got him. Alright. That was nice.
So now,
Fairly clean.
better keep moving.
Okay, yes, don't worry. Yep, I died to that weird dropping death zone too. You were not alone. Thank you for keeping me company. And yes, you make a good point. The Iram of the Pillars was obscured by perpetual sandstorm. That much is definitely true for that one at least. And some of the others are like semi-underground or, you know, partially obscured in some way. This one is definitely, it does feel like straight up just sitting around outside in the open. But I know it's not the only Uncharted game to do something like that. Alright, so let's see. This way? Oh yeah, here we go. Go ahead. Sam?
Come on, ready? Ready.
Whenever you're ready.
All right.
One moment. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Our dual grappling hooks dangling from our waists. I know, it's pretty beautiful, huh? You gotta soak it all in. I freaking love this mountain, dude. This mountain, to me, this is like Disney level. Just great, very iconic. It looks almost natural, but is very clearly, yeah, trying to evoke a feeling, and it does a good job. But I love this dorky mountain. It's great. Okay. Let's see. Shuffle this way.
It's a long way down. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. You guys ready?
Okay. Oh, crap! Whew. Watch that first step.
It's a doozy.
Yeah.
up here.
Ladder's busted in the middle.
We'll make do. Keep heading up.
Yeah, like that stopped me before. Oh wait, sorry, wrong way. This way.
How you doing back
Over?
there?
It's a hell of a view.
We're used to Nathan doing it, but man, imagine having the strength to... Dude, this is after he got marooned, remember? I mean, he, like, got knocked out. I don't think he's really, like, slept, though. It's like he took a nap, and he's like, alright, well, back at it. Okay, I'm sorry, will you shuffle this way? Yeah, can you... Nice, nice. We made it. Now we just gotta jump. But man, dude, these environments are so gorgeous. They're just beautiful, so highly detailed. And you do just kind of fly through them. These areas, to me, are really well paced. You don't really have much reason to linger. It's maybe a little easy to get lost, but you just fly through these areas despite how detailed they are. They just look so good. Oops. Let's go inside. There's even more to explore. They never stop to show these guys having a meal. When was the last time Nathan Drake ate a Cliff Bar? He's probably a Gorp guy, actually. I don't know. He does seem like a Cliff Bar guy. I think he's the guy on the Cliff Bar art. You know, climbing that cliff, one-handing it like he's Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible 2. That would be Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake would be like... He is that guy. I mean, Nathan Drake definitely has like an REI membership, right? That's, He would be part of a co-op. But yeah, it's true. I don't know, how do you think he gets so lean? He only eats when he's not out adventuring. He didn't bring any MREs with him. Why am I in here? Is there nothing in here? I don't understand. There's really nothing in here? That can't be right. Maybe there was a treasure in here, but I already got the treasure. That's what I tell myself every time. I'm, like, confused.
Do all of that then? Yeah, something like that.
Now, doesn't this kind of remind you of, like, Uncharted 1, right? When you're on, like, the, it was like the flooded city. And you're kind of jumping around on the outsides of these white buildings. And I'm getting a little bit of the chateau in Uncharted 3 as well. Especially this beautiful
Definitely
staircase.
in the high-rent district now.
Not residential, though. You think some kind of administration building?
Probably. Maybe Libertalia had a zoning committee.
Lemurs running around?
Maybe they paid taxes.
Who knows?
Anything's possible. And he and Sully would have minor tiffs about it all the time. Sully would think something Nate puts in his gorp is gross. I'm not sure what that would be yet, though. Taking suggestions. That's a good point. Yeah, Nate's probably all about, like, superfoods, right? And Sully's like, I don't even know how you pronounce acai berry. And I don't care. Sully's like a sloppy joe's guy. He's like a can of beans guy. Serve me well and damn. No, he's more of a Korean War guy. He's not old enough to have served in the Korean War, but I like to imagine his attitude is that of someone who served in the Korean War.
Nothing up here.
Well, Nate said so it must be true. But you know I gotta explore, right? All these vases. These vases are inviting me. Sully's Gorp is just a stick of beef jerky, and Nate won't stop going on about the sodium content. Yeah, he's got to be like, you know that's bad for your heart, right? And then Sully would make some comment like, oh yeah, good idea, as he like lights up a cigar, you know?
Look at these materials. They're supposed to take years and years to build.
Now with great piles of money
Comes no responsibility or restraint.
So they didn't want to like
Well, money can't buy
trade
taste.
with other folks to reveal the location of this island, but they have money. Is the money useful on their like commune of an island? Like they just use regular old legal tender? I feel like if you're on like kind of an isolated island, then money is not really that useful. But, you know, I get the gist. I don't want to alarm you, but Sully is Gulf War age. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, Vietnam is not really... Korean War, definitely not. But Sully doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who, like, served in the Gulf War and... came back the way he is. Look at this foliage, man. I mean, it just looks so good, and the lighting, too. This stuff is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, this really does feel like concept art come to life. It's incredible looking at the concept art for some of these games and just seeing how effectively they communicate the feeling, the sight lines, the use of color. But that it like quite literally leaps off the page. It becomes like an environment you can actually explore.
I see our missing colonists. Some of them, anyway.
Astoundingly impressive.
Cannons, improvised barricades. What the hell happened here?
Some kind of battle.
It's a rhetorical question. Real question is who's fighting who? And why?
Oh, excuse us.
Some of these bodies, dressed a bit more fancy, look like soldiers.
I'm coming. Don't go away.
That was the colonists versus the soldiers.
And if that's the treasury up there,
It appears someone was trying to make a withdrawal,
yeah, let's just hope they didn't succeed.
right?
This is also another section I would say would make sense to shrink. If needed. I'm really glad that they didn't, though. But especially like an earlier Uncharted game, I could really see this kind of area being much smaller and still attempting to communicate the same idea. Again, it's a lot of the concept art, you do see some of that stuff of like, here's kind of what we were going for, and then the end result is a lesser version of that. Again, not to keep talking about The Last of Us, but in the first Last of Us, looking at a lot of the concept art for like Jackson, it shows so much more of like a city, you know, of like a community of people. But in the game, you don't really see any of that, right? It's just like, well, yeah, here's the power plant, and there's the people working at the plant. But but you don't really see, like, how do these people, like, live? Where do they live? What do they do? Or are there, like, kids or families? They were much more successful communicating all that in the sequel, I think. But in the first game, it does feel like, yeah, we had to cut a lot of that stuff and really just focus on the areas you're, walking around in. But still, this has so much detail, so many unique items, and the way that things have to be placed, and they're all, a lot of them are still, kind of physics objects, so it's pretty impressive. I wouldn't blame them if they made the place a little smaller to try and evoke the same feeling. But I appreciate that it's as large as it is, because it does feel like it needs to be grand and epic. This building is so huge. There was a siege here. And check out what's on the ground. In dirt? Mud? Again, it's still there after all these years. Hasn't rained a day over the last 300 years. Maybe there's like a spooky curse of some type, though.
Man, this is impressive.
To say
Agreed.
the least.
Pretty awesome. Now I'm getting like Bioshock Infinite vibes. Oh, we have to pull the lever.
Here we go.
Or not. You want to give me a hand?
Yeah.
Pretty close, though. Basically ornate. Emphasis on the Nate, am I right?
It's empty.
Of course it is.
You think Rafe?
No,
No.
nothing's been touched in here for hundreds of years.
Right. Well, search for clues?
Yeah, search for clues.
Yeah. Chapter 15. The Thieves of Libertalia. Alright, I have to take a break. This is a good time to take a break, don't you think? But if any characters have anything to say, you'll pay attention, right? Hopefully I don't miss out on any optional dialogue, but I'm stepping away for a moment, and I shall return. All right, y'all. I'm back. And in a big way. We are here in the depths of Libertalia. I guess we're getting... Maybe we're not in the depths. We're getting closer to the core. Searching for clues.
Zilch.
This might have used to have been the treasury, but I don't see much treasure in here anymore. And instead, a great battle appears to have occurred.
What's this?
A note! I love a note.
Old manifest.
Manifest
What's the
of the good ship Destiny, bound for Libertalia from the port of Kings Bay. 10,000 gold coins... Sorry, 10,000 coins, silver Mukal. 9,000 coins, silver Mukal. 14,000 coins, gold, Spanish doubloons. Statue, gold, horse and rider, Mukal. Sculpture, bronze, elephant, Mukal. Sculpture, bronze, elephant. 100 spears, iron Spanish. 54 cutlasses, steel Spanish. 50 cannonball, iron Spanish. 12 horses, 4 barrels of wine. Okay. Sounds extremely normal. Not terribly notable.
Thief.
Check this out. Tell me more. Thief how? Chest full of nothing.
Empty.
Oh, that like velvet lining on the inside. That was beautiful. I need chests like that.
Another thief.
Wah.
Nothing.
Nathan, over here.
What do you want? He's over there. Do I have to?
Hey, Nathan, check it out.
Ooh, they got all the way up there and painted thief on all of these.
What do you got?
Libertalia money.
No way. Raided the place
Says
for
Avery's
money.
sigil on it.
Left some behind.
Must have melted down the gold. Minted his own currency.
So based on that, all the manifests on the shelves, the treasure was here.
Leaves the bigger question. Where is it now?
Okay, so we know that there was fighting outside.
Yeah. And inside?
What do you think, the colonists stole it?
No. I think they were trying to reclaim what was theirs. Look. There's Avery. 2. Founders of Libertalia. All marked with the word thief. Not murderer, not tyrant.
Thief. So by the time the colonists busted in here, treasure was already gone.
Yeah, because these guys had already taken it for themselves. Pirates will be pirates, right?
Classic
Pirates will be
pirates.
pirates. Huh.
What?
I know where they moved it.
What? Where?
Check it
It's a
out.
map.
Yeah, right there. That's our treasury.
It's a map of Libertalia.
Right, so follow it to the other side of the island there, look. Right there.
What?
New Devon. Wait, Avery was from Devon, England.
He sure was.
He sure was.
Man, those are some seriously large mansions.
Each of them has its own sigil, too.
Because that's where they lived.
You say we climb that watchtower, huh? Get our bearings.
New Devon, here we come.
Yes! Yes! That was the way he said that. Actually, he didn't say it like that. He looked like that.
How do we get up there?
Yes! All right. Don't worry. There's plenty more piratey adventuring to be had. No way are we beating this game tonight. But next week, probably. Guy. Look. Guybrush Threepwood. Now we get part of his name. Guy Wood. I love that. I'm so... I can't believe I only just now realized that. Well, a couple weeks ago. Alrighty. Yes, let's see. Look at this. My little dusty boots. Making little dusty boot prints. Come on, man. We don't need that level of detail, but they're giving it to us. Ain't that sweet? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember. I gotta get...
What about this?
What? Press up on the D-pad. Oh, sorry, down on the... Oh, where is he? Where'd you go, buddy? I've lost him. I can't even open any more of the chests. I've already decided there's no treasure here. I found one gold coin, though. It's not nothing. Okay, seriously, where did he go? He disappeared. Not that I need him, right?
Hey, have a look at this.
Where are you? They told me press up or down on the D-pad to find him, and I can't find him. That's so funny. Where did he go? His voice was kind of echoey. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hello.
Okay, ready?
He's hiding behind here. That's so funny.
Okay, that's step one. Step two. Raise the chandelier. Good idea. Sound surprised. Just take the compliment.
Thank you. All right. Now the place is looking classy.
I definitely would not trust this ceiling, but what choice do we have? Okay. Oh, yeah,
Let's just see if you can swing to that other chain.
I'm working on it, don't worry.
Oh, nice one, Tarzan.
Here? Up?
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, content.
Baldridge.
What?
You're stepping on Baldridge.
Oh, so I am.
Classic brotherly banter. Once again, another amazing look at this beautiful, beautiful mountain. Now, how come this fog isn't moving, huh? The trees are kind of moving. A little bit. Or maybe it's just the fog fighting amongst the tree line there. But it looks pretty good. You can see the tiling of the ocean far out in the distance over there, but it's not too bad. I mean, honestly, we're
you coming, Sam?
picky nits, you know?
Behind you.
All right. Up we go.
Actually,
Shut the
I'm gonna
stairs
go
are attacked.
down.
Hey. Don't jinx us.
Look at him looking under the... These little idle animations are adorable. What an amazing game. I love you.
Oops. Spoke too soon.
Like I said.
That was all his fault. Okay.
Nathan, you seeing this tower?
Sure am.
It's pretty towery, huh? There you go. Hooah! Oh, whoops. How do we want to do this? I just want to climb up. Maybe? Like that?
Hey, Sam?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure you haven't plummeted to your death.
Just about there.
He sure is excited.
I wish they gave us a reason to remember all the pirates, at least some. To me, it's just Henry, Avery, and others. And I believe one girl pirate. Yeah, I think, for this idea to work, it's got to be, like, a lot of pirates, right?
You bet.
And you don't really need to know all of them. You just kind of need to know that there was a bunch of them. And Henry Avery is, like, the instigator. They do talk about Thomas, too, as, like, the other pirate. So I would say there are those two, right? It's, like, Henry Avery, and then Thomas, too. And they're like, why did they cross paths? Why do we keep seeing them together? Oh, it's because they formed a society. But yes, all the other ones kind of bleed into the background, except for, Guybrush Threepwood and one girl. But I don't really blame him for being like, look,
Come on, ready? Ready.
It's not important. It's more that you just need to know there's a mass of pirates.
All right.
But you want to start with it. You want to start with one.
Here, you go. Come on.
Nice. Again, somehow, the place withstood you doing that. I love this room. This is like the room that little redheaded stepchild of Cheaper by the Dozen lived in, right? When they bought that giant house.
Oh,
Look at this.
quite the crow's nest, huh?
There it is. Just on the other side of the river.
Now, what do you say we go? Rob from the rich, huh?
Okay. Now this is giving me kind
Hey,
of
is there a
Lost
path
Legacy
down there?
vibes, but we're not there yet.
Of sorts. Come on.
We can stop to enjoy this skybox for a moment. I wish this twist that Libertalia tore itself apart was unveiled throughout the entire game. The environmental storytelling is all condensed into the last 3.5 hours. I kind of agree. Like, I do feel like, we're finally here at our final destination, so we are kind of ripping through this last, like, this last look at Libertalia and its fate pretty quickly. But I think I would much prefer that what we got where we are exploring all these other areas, because to me that's like the one thing I dislike about Uncharted 1 the most, is it feels very much like we spend so much time in one kind of area. And it might be big and there's variations of it, but it still just feels like one big place. I think I would not really enjoy spending all of my time on this island slowly uncovering what happened with Libertalia. But it'd be kind of hard to depict that in the same way if we weren't actually on the island, Instead, I like, you show up here and it's all dilapidated, nobody's here, because, well, of course, right? But the more you dig in, oh, actually, there's a little more that meets the eye. I think it works okay, but
How long you
it does happen pretty quickly.
Well, a couple hours. Depends on what or who we bump into along the way.
Oh!
Oh, shit! Jesus!
You all right?
Yeah! Come on! Go this window!
Oh. Is that what you meant?
Shit up, don't they?
Down here!
And yet they never do a great job of hitting their target, huh?
Jesus, that was close.
Something tells me they've had enough of us.
Really? What gives you that idea?
Down here! Quick!
Don't wait, just go!
Oh! Ow. How did I survive that?
Nathan! Nathan!
This can't keep happening.
Get up, brother. We gotta go. We gotta go. Now! You can't hide forever! Sam! Come on, up here! Point! Here, eh?
I'm working on it. Now how? They have like a whole army and they're still just not really able to do much damage, huh? I love this set piece though. This giant fallen tower like this. Come on. Not what I told you to do at all. Why would I want you to do that? Nice work. And it looks good too.
Thanks.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. We're in the middle of a combat zone. But what if there's like a note around here or treasure or something? They even have the grenade show up in the UI. I love that. A nice little detail. As if I was supposed to have done something about it. Alright.
Kick his ass. Hey, Sam, kick his ass!
So he's up there doing his thing.
Alright, let's try this again.
Hey, Sam, kick his ass! He like can barely hear me over like the gunfire. Well, I hope I helped instead of distracted. Ooh, look at that. We get a little bit of a cube map reflection there. It's kind of ugly, but it gets the job done for a space you're just supposed to like sprint through. Makes me think of The Last of Us, all these old abandoned rooms. Oh, no! Not again.
Okay, wait.
Now will you wait?
Hey, Nadine. Great to see you again. Okay, mango.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's my safe word.
Are you always this clever?
Yeah.
Have my moments.
Yes. You and your brother have proven yourselves the more capable.
Dude, this is the hottest thing anyone could ever do to you.
Shame we're not on the same side.
Agreed, Nadine. We'll wait for the
Still
sequel.
time.
Trusted Rick. I'm not falling for that again.
Hey, just let's talk about it.
Nice. What a kick. Whoa! Ow. Oh.
Okay, that was a bit rougher than expected. I'll just see myself out.
After everything, you think I'm just going to let you walk away?
That'd be nice, yeah.
That'd be the wise thing to do.
Now Sam being the older brother here.
Really? We know you're a badass and all, but there's two of us.
I don't think my men are on their way here right now. All I have to do is buy some time. Let's see if I don't finish him myself.
Damn it.
Go, he says. I love him. I'm a little slow here.
I'm tired of the silence.
After falling
I'm
through
tired of your brother.
a building or two.
And I'm tired of you.
I know you don't.
Get out.
Can we just talk about this?
Ow.
I don't think so.
Now, this is another, like, it masquerades as combat. Look at that. Isn't that great?
Hang in there, Sam. I'm coming.
But it's not really, right? Like, this is basically just a scripted sequence. But it kind of makes you feel like, you know, like we're doing something. It feels like combat. Because it's at least in the same vein of what we've been doing this whole game, right?
You're fast, but you're not that fast.
Hey, forget about her. Come on, we gotta get out of here before they... Shit.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay?
Well, this is interesting. Nate? Samuel?
Samuel?
Put your guns down! All of you.
No.
Rafe, this guy's on edge.
Oh, don't worry about him, Nadine. These guys don't kill anyone in cold blood. It's just not their style.
You willing to bet her life?
Giving her
away?
the Incredibles treatment,
ahead,
huh?
then. Shoot her.
Sam,
I die, you both die.
So be it.
not another step.
I mean, like this?
Sam, put the gun down.
I warned you.
Do it. It's done.
Hold your fire! Don't shoot! Put it down.
It's done. Okay? It's done.
Don't worry, Nadine. It's not their style.
I say, I didn't think he had it in him.
His voice actor is so good. He's so good in this character. He's
Samuel.
so smarmy in the
Okay,
perfect way.
I guess you knew this moment was coming, huh?
Hey! Come on, man. You already got us. Take it easy. Come on, now you're a businessman. Let's just work out a deal.
Oh, a deal. Oh, yeah. Love to hear what you have in mind. Oh, you can go ahead. I'm listening.
Just... Right. You want to find Avery's treasure? We'll help you find it.
And in exchange, I let you live?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be nice?
that and a small cut.
The gauchos on this guy.
Just enough to get him his freedom, okay?
His freedom.
He's
Yeah. He did hard time, our time. And the guy who broke him out, Hector Alcazar, he owes him a lot of money.
Whoa, what the hell are you talking about, Nate? Hector Alcazar died in a shootout in Argentina like 6 months ago.
he's well read.
I'm the one that got Samuel out.
He uses Google.
Oh. Wow. What did he tell you? Sam, what kind of story did you cook up? Alcazar? Really? You lied? You lied to your baby brother?
We're wasting time.
Just a second.
I'm enjoying this.
Thing is, Nate, I never stopped looking for Avery's treasure. I just kept running into these dead ends. And then I hear that our dear old Samuel Drake, an authority on Avery, is alive and somewhat well. There was no breakout. I bribed the prison warden, and your brother, he just waltzed right out the front gate. He spent the last 2 years tracking down a second St. Dismas cross. You know what? He did it all with me.
No,
No,
that's
no,
bullshit.
no!
Sam, care to refute?
It's not true. I didn't do it.
Nate,
Oh, Sam. Jesus, no.
listen.
But my
Avery's treasure
wife!
was ours. It was always ours.
I left my life for you.
Hey, look, Nate, if it's any consolation, he duped me too. He pulled a Houdini on me, he brought you and that old man back into the mix, and I cannot lie, Sam, that really pissed me off. But, all behind us now.
You don't deserve it.
You do?
Right?
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
Rafe,
What?
Can we go now?
one way or another, end it. Or I will.
Well, you heard the lady.
Hey, you missed one clue, and you can kiss that treasure goodbye. You said it yourself. Keep running into dead ends. Why don't you face it, Rafe? You need us.
I love how clean he looks. His shirt unencumbered.
No, you're right. You're half right.
Mm.
I just need Sam.
Wait, now you're making a mistake. You
Don't listen!
Mwah.
Oh my god. Nate. Hey.
Yeah, he
Nate!
died. It's like, what, his 10th concussion of the day?
There it is.
Back in
Who lives
time
here anyway?
for
No
another.
idea. But this is definitely
flashback.
the address. Been scoping the place out for the past few days. No one's home. And here we are.
Here we are. Chapter 16.
Where
The
do we even start?
Brothers Drake.
We start by finding a way in. And then we can take the grand tour.
Oh, man, just another.
You think
Damn.
this place has an alarm?
This game is just so
Let's
pretty.
try and find a way in that doesn't involve breaking a window.
The moonlit lighting here is so nice.
It's a good skateboard ramp, right?
Warm lights emanating from over here, and also it's like almost dusk, you know? Like the sun's just barely peeking out over there on the horizon. I don't know. Maybe it's the city or something, but. I know it's not the only place, but they've got all these little areas with all these little bugs flying around.
Jeez.
Just
What do you
tons
think
of
a place
extra
like this
detail.
costs?
So nice. Oh my gosh. I'm just so in love with this game. It's so freaking gorgeous. I just want to run around this little area. Even though there's not much to do. And yeah, as Grungen was noting previously, I love how Sam, he's got the original Nathan Drake outfit on, the baseball tee. That he did not end up keeping. But
Pretty sure the front door will be locked.
doesn't hurt to try. Stuffed full of mail.
See? What I tell you.
It was worth a try.
That's what I said. Wee. Wee. Ooh. I saw that. Treasure. What is this we got here? A toy soldier. That's all. Beautiful, beautiful little place. I need a house with shrubbery like that, you know? I guess you kind of have to groom it, though. You gotta always be shaping it. But when you get a house with shrubbery, that's when you know you've made it. Hot dog.
Let's look around back, huh?
Way ahead of you, maybe. I'm playing very slowly. I'm looking in every cranny, not just for treasure, but because I love crannies, bro. I'm so cranny pilled.
Hey, Nathan, look.
Sorry, I'm busy exploring.
Follow me.
Look at this. This is like a street light. Yeah. Oh, man. Nothing makes me more high on life than playing Uncharted 4.
Give me your hand.
Alright, so, where are you? Over here?
Alright, there you go. Here, follow me.
Oh, there's the open window. I was like, where's the window he's talking about?
Come on, Nathan.
I'm on it.
Whoa. Spooky.
Oh, here. I brought a spare.
So, are we looking for any particular room?
And just keep an eye out for any books, journals, any kind of research papers, you know?
Let us explore. Much to explore. Here's a box. I mean, there's like a bajillion boxes, but
Nothing in
canteen,
here.
some boots, rope. What does this box over here say? Egypt, almost? Yeah, I think it says Egypt. paper. Miss Evelyn, my name is Kenichiro Namba. I recently attended your lecture at the Adventurers Lodge last week regarding your recent find, the set of Tokugawa-era armor you obtained off the coast of Okinawa. Nice, doing good so far. Your presentation was utterly fascinating, though I was surprised by the condescending tone of the questions from the audience. I believe recognition and respect for one's work should not be contingent on race or gender. I imagine we have both struggled in that regard. I write today because I have come into possession of what I believe to be French jousting armor, though I am not completely certain of the date nor the country of origin. If you have any time to spare, I would appreciate the insight of someone with your expertise. Apologies if this is too forward, but I will only be in the city for another month. In September, I travel to Iceland to study a Viking burial site, and I would deeply regret missing the opportunity to speak with you further. I am staying at the Lennox. If you wish to contact me, I sincerely hope you do. Kindest regards, Kenichiro Namba. Oh, wait. I didn't get to flip it. But what was on the other side? Well, hopefully it was blank, huh? I gotta practice my cursive reading skills. Not really all that often I'm reading cursive. But I greatly appreciate the effort they put into genuinely handwriting out a lot of these notes. And again, in games like this, not that it's unique to this game, but in a lot of these kinds of games, they are like actually handwriting, the notes. They're not like using like a typeface for the letters and stuff. So it's a lot of effort. I got to commend them for that, and I'll commend them by reading it manually.
Nope.
Another canteen.
It's not gonna be in this attic. Boxes are filled with old traveling and camping equipment.
Yeah, but we did find one note. Look at all these.
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, what? You don't think it's one of these that we're looking for?
Down we go.
How did she get this up here in the attic? This ginormous stone statue. You would need like a crane.
Won't be here all night if I search this room by myself.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun.
So, how do we find them?
What, Mom's notebooks? I mean, don't you remember? She always used that off-white leather binding.
Yeah, I know, but it's such a large place. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Is this The Last of Us? Yes, this is Outbreak Day is about to occur. I guess it kind of already has. But here we are searching for ancient clues. Like, that's what's most important in life right now. Got some nice modern art on the wall. Maybe not modern, it's probably more postmodern. Ooh, and here's some ancient art. And a foosball table. I can't believe all this stuff. And don't worry, there's also a foosball table. That's right, a whole bespoke animation just for taking that thing off of the giant
White
shell.
leather. Sam, I think I found one.
For real?
No, it's not one of Mom's.
You got the right
Relics
idea,
of
though. Let's
Tokugawa
keep looking.
Ieyasu Kenichiro Namba, Kyoto University. So that's kind of what we're looking for. But not that. It just looks kind of like that.
Hey, Sam. Call me crazy, but this looks like a Ming Dynasty vase.
Nathan, who in their right mind would have a Ming Dynasty vase just sitting around like that?
Yeah, it's probably a knockoff of some kind.
You're probably right.
Of course it is, right?
Right.
Right. Anything else over here?
Won't budge.
Here, let's do it together. You ready? Push! 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 What the hell?
It's some sort of sarcophagus.
Yeah. Look around. This whole place is filled with sarcophaguses. Or sarcophagi.
Sam, this is real.
Not the highest quality material work there, but that's all right.
What is this place? Huh? Let's go find out.
I love the look of young Sam. He looks so good. He looks very much like what I would expect young Sam to look like. Now, why didn't we get to go in this room, huh? Here we go, here we go. This is important, okay? A child's room. Filled with child stuff. Trains, horses, posters, music. More horses. Creepy monkey. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm never gonna give a kid of my own a monkey like that. That's messed up. Firearms. Fred and George, designer of books. What, books like this one? Dark Voyages. Space Saga, Route 66 Speedway, the Space Swarm. Dear Ellie, greetings from Peru. I hope my letter arrives safely. There is no post office here, only a small patch of grass serving as a runway and showboats? Showboats? Slow boats up the Manu River. I wish you could have seen the howler monkeys yesterday. Bright orange creatures with with expressive faces and ample curiosity. I would not describe the noise they make as a howl, however. It is like a hurricane wind mixed with a lion's roar. Were it not illegal and dangerous, I would bring home one for you as a pet. Your mom is busying herself with preparations for tomorrow's excursion into the jungle, where we hope to conclude our research. She sends her love. I promise when you are older, we shall bring you on our trips so that you might experience the larger world for yourself. I think that's what it is, the larger world. Yeah. Be good for grandmother, study hard, and we shall see you in a month. Love, Dad.
Was this your house?
I think so.
Hey, these boxes remind you of anything?
Every place we ever lived.
Exactly.
I remember Dad was always like, why bother unpacking? We're just gonna move again in a month.
Yep. Always the asshole.
Always the asshole. This reminds me of the VR game where you could explore Lara Croft's family mansion. I don't think I played that. But I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's very, very similar. I don't think I knew there was a VR game where you could explore her family mansion. What's it called? I should go look that up. LOL, I remember RCT2 guy, that's me, playing this game years ago and handing me the controller to play this section, and I was so jumpy, LMAO. I thought there was going to be some jump scare around every corner. Remember playing Gone Home? And it was the same way. And it's funny because I remember, yeah, I would have probably had you play this section because I'm like, oh, there's no combat, so like you don't really have to be scared. But it is very, it's evoking a feeling. It is supposed to be creepy, just like Gone Home. When you play Gone Home, it is supposed to be like, whoa, creepy, And it's only halfway through you realize, oh, actually there's nothing like, supernatural happening here, right? It's very normal and grounded, and it's not like a murderer aloof or anything, but yeah, it's just very atmospheric, so it is supposed to make you feel that way. But it is funny to hear that, because yeah, I know I would only have you play, because I'm like, no, there isn't any combat for you to panic about.
This one's Roman. Third.
But
maybe 4th century.
But yeah, it does remind me a fair bit of Gone Home as well. I made more of a meal out of this experience, but I love that game too for the same thing. I mean, it is just like explore a house, pick up all the notes, and use them to piece together like who you are and what happened here and what's up with these characters, that sort of thing. So yeah. There's a woman that lives here, has a bunch of these artifacts.
Hey, you recognize that one?
Met a guy.
I've seen
Had a
something like
kid.
it before.
Reclining
Went on
figures.
excursions together.
It's Etruscan.
That's right.
Yeah. Husband and wife. And buried together. It's kind of dark. In like an awesome sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This place is like a damn museum.
Think they've got a dinosaur wing?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Dinosaur wing. What is this, The Last of Us?
Organ jars. Cool.
Epic. I don't think I'm supposed to be handling these, but... Blood Ties. It's a DLC in Rise of the Tomb Raider with VR support. Really? I did not know that they had a VR DLC in that game. That's interesting. Well, I've never played it, but I'd like to. I played Tomb Raider 1, and it was fine. I don't remember beating it. I liked it. But, it's one of those games where they're like, craft more arrows. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. That's very gamey in a lot of ways, but it's not bad. But I've heard that, Rise of the Tomb Raider is all that in a bag of chips. Like, it's even better. Especially compared to Shadow. Not that Shadow's bad, but I've heard it's just maybe not as good. Different, perhaps. But a VR DLC, it's very interesting. And yes, Gone Home is great. June and I play that together on their computer. Really? Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing it and having, a very similar experience of, like, I was so scared and creeped out around every corner, so... Yeah. When I shared it with Lunky, had to make sure that I got to give them the same experience.
Nope.
I do believe this is an ancient Mesopotamian washer-dryer combo. I was the funny one. Always was.
Alright, come on. It was not that funny. It was lightly funny. Okay, nothing else of note, huh? Let's keep going. Meat. Can of meat. Lots of cans of meat. Plenty of wine, of course.
Hey, Nathan, check me out. Now, who am I? Huh? Dr. Livingston, come on!
Yeah. It's like, okay, whatever. Look at the light streaming in from the windows. Beautiful stuff. But we must keep searching. Now, you do get to see some of the nice materials work in this game, with these flashlights shining on, like, these metal parts. You can see some are reflective and some are not, and again, that's the kind of stuff that wasn't really possible in the previous game. The previous Uncharted games.
Man, what I wouldn't give to get an invite like this.
No, an Adventurer's Lodge. That was made for somebody like Nathan Drake. Please join us at the Adventurer's Lodge for our annual holiday gala. December 21st, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. 5 p.m. open bar, 6 p.m. buffet dinner. Presentation at 7 p.m. by President Charles M. Walsh on his recent expedition to Africa. 8 p.m. new member initiation. Silent auction ends at 9 p.m. Please RSVP by December 1st. It's been a while. I do hope you'll join us this year, says Charles. Left it on the counter as maybe. Now, one other thing I'll say I'm noticing quite a bit, especially here, lots of graininess. I'm guessing is like from upscaling, maybe? like the shimmering on the ground here. And again, I don't really know how well this is coming across over the internet, but yeah, it's kind of a lighting thing. But it does feel largely unintentional. Like here, the shimmering, almost like a really heavy film grain on like the range here. But it's not like, you know, this is like ray trace lighting or anything, which does have that, they call it like a boiling effect. It is only on these reflective surfaces though, so maybe it's less upscaling and it is more just the simulated light kind of bouncing around. And they're only doing so much of it, because I'm not so much seeing it on other surfaces that aren't like shadows. We're shining the light directly on something, we're not really seeing much, but that's just kind of interesting. A remark for myself and those like me. Alright, anything else in the kitchen? Another artifact.
Fertility totems.
Hey,
Yeah,
are you a
whoa.
little young to be looking at that stuff?
And a fertility
Aren't you a little
totem?
old to be making that joke?
Never too old.
True. Look at that baby just going to town. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's make sure we're not done in this room yet. We have a globe to spin. Whee!
So where are we going?
Huh?
Well, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you pick?
Don't you know how this works?
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay, well. Here we go. India.
Yeah, we'll visit the Taj Mahal.
Round and round she
Good name.
goes.
It's whatever.
Soviet Union. Let's go to Moscow.
Yeah, it might be a tad difficult to get in. I always wanted to see the Red Square, though.
Let's try again.
They go there in Golden
England.
Abyss.
Sure would be cool to see Windsor Castle. Right, Sam?
Hey, don't look at me. It's not my fault you weren't born yet. It's not like I remember much of it anyways. And it wasn't that cool.
Uh-huh.
It kind of sucked.
Okay, one last spin. Brazil.
Hey, now you're talking. All kinds of undiscovered places in the rainforest.
And all kinds of undiscovered tribes with poison darts.
Yeah, that too.
My Journey to Lhasa.
I just read this one.
I'm not
Oh,
familiar.
yeah? Is it any good?
It's kind of incredible. It's about the first Western woman to visit Lhasa. I'll get there myself one day.
Oh, in Tibet. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the kind of place you'd want to go. Tibet. Alright. I'm not familiar. I'll have to read it. Even though it's not real.
Hey, check it out.
Oh yeah, helmet time.
Hail Caesar!
Alright. Well, I think that's everything in this room. We'll keep marching forward. Wearing our newfound helmet.
Wow. This table's as big as the ones in the orphanage dining hall.
I bet the food here was better.
Wouldn't take much.
Damn, they must have thrown some great parties in here.
Judging by the artifacts, they certainly had enough money for it.
Yeah. Looks like it's been a long time since the last one, though.
Right? It's a mess. So many dead flowers. Dead or dying flowers. What's
Hey,
going on here?
check out this crazy demon helmet.
Time for a new
Is that a
helmet?
Viking helmet?
No, it's a
Come
demon
on,
helmet.
I know Viking helmets don't have horns. It's Persian.
It's Persian.
My bad.
Can you imagine being the one to actually uncover these things?
Must be something, right?
Firearms. We got insects on the walls. Portraits. Another box. You think this is it, you guys? I don't think so.
Whoa. Lawrence of Arabia.
Always wanted to see that flick. Never got around to it, though.
The world was made something in death? Darkness and death? The world, something, darkness and death. I can barely read it. You get the idea, though. Lawrence of Arabia. Go check out the flick.
Jousting armor. Looks French.
Hey, it's the French jousting armor mentioned in the note from earlier. Maybe that's why it's given such prominent placement in the foyer.
Hey, maybe don't go waving your flashlight around the windows too much.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not allowed to turn it off, though, so...
Or you could just not listen.
It's not... I'm not waving it out the window. Whoa. Hey. I was being punished. The game was punishing me. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I'm walking away. If you would let me turn off the flashlight, then I'd do it, okay? Let's look up here really quick. Am I allowed in here? No.
It's locked.
Mom's stuff might be in one of these rooms. We gotta find another way in.
Mom's stuff could be in there. Do we even know what Mom's stuff looks like? I mean, I know, like, he kind of mentioned, oh, like that white book. It's kind of like that, but... I do just kind of like, this is like a giant, almost quite literally a museum.
The air vent. Up there.
Oh, yeah. That could get us into the room below it.
Not us. You.
What?
I can't fit in there. Can you handle it?
You kidding me? Can't handle it.
All right. Let's see what you got then.
Now I love, again, just, we got this smoke alarm up here. You don't want something like like incredibly bright that's drawing your attention in this kind of space. It's supposed to be all like dark. But this is the only smoke alarm we've seen in the entire house, right? And it's sitting just up there by the air vent. Draw your attention up there. All right, sorry. What do you want me to look at?
Are you ready?
Oh,
Oops.
check it out.
It's a Polaroid.
Let me see.
I miss Pith Hat already. Well, that's too damn bad.
Come here.
We're getting
Now
our photo
smile,
with
all
this one. Persian hat. Hope you don't have a problem with Persian hat.
Don't lose it.
Shake. I can't shake the controller to do that? It's coming together. Looking pretty good, us two. What do you think? What a goofy face Nathan's making. He's all scuffed up, but looking good. No more Persian hat. It's over.
Okay. Up here.
Yeah, in a second. I have to finish exploring first. I have to finish shining my light outside every window. What about this box? I bet we don't even have to do any climbing. It's probably just right here in this box. Look, it's the white book and everything. Mom style, the Maya civilizations. Don't.
Journals about everything in the world, but nothing from Mom.
Not a single journal about my mom.
Don't give up yet.
It's probably in the most important room. Is there like a vault room, maybe?
Oh, wow.
Northern Transfer.
Amelia Earhart.
June 9th, 9:34 a.m., 1937.
All the cool people.
June 8th, 1937. Wink, wink. My dearest E, your journey to El Mirador sounds fantastic. Did the Mayans leave anything behind for you? Look forward to hearing more in person upon my return. Yours, A. Earhart. Wow. I love that that one's on top. Let's go back to reminiscing about my relationship with Amelia.
Nice. Liven up the place.
Ooh, a half-burnt
Since when do you like
note.
classical music?
Excuse me, I am a man of many tastes.
All right, 1 second. I'm almost there. Just got to read this.
Is that a letter?
What's left of it?
Something again in the hopes you will
Only to
allow
buy
the
their stuff.
sarcophagus
Guess
to
they said
join
no.
its fellows from
like they needed the money.
Amenhotep's tomb in our museum.
I wouldn't want to part with the stuff either.
I certainly understand your reluctance. You did beat us to the find after all, but our offer is more than generous, and I can assure you it will be treated and displayed with the proper care and respect due to the sarcophagus and the effort undertaken to retrieve it. You have enjoyed its magnificence in your home for years. It is time to share with the rest of the world. I hope you'll reconsider my offer. Yours sincerely, Peter K., GR Acquisitions. Grungen says he's got to wrap up some research. Thank you so much for streaming and giving me an outlet to talk about video games. Brother, any freaking time. Video games are all that matter. Put down the silly research, all right, and pick up a freaking book. And by book, I mean a video game. No, just kidding. You gotta definitely must check out Gungan Descendants Twitch streams for a healthy balance of gaming and learning, right? He does it right. I only game. I do no learning. But always great to hear from Grungen. Always great to talk about video games. Never a bad time to talk about video games. You need a silly hat. He took off the hat. I don't have a choice. They took the picture with the hat and then he took it off. Nice little touch. A light grazing. Got it. I'm remortgaging my home to game on V-Bucks. Yes, absolutely. Or, I mean, at the very least, you should consider paying in V-Bucks, right? Sorry, I dropped at the wrong time, didn't I? What's the V-Buck inflation rate, huh? No, it's hard to imagine Grungen playing a Fortnite style game. There's got to be some other currency that we could be leveraging instead.
I'll see you on the other side. Okay. It's a good thing I'm not claustrophobic.
Anyway, what's down here? Nothing. Sorry, I gotta look at all of these. Now, at least Nate, you know, he's a tiny, young little guy, so most of the time I'm thinking about these things are not made to carry, like, any weight at all. But Nate at this age, you could do that.
All right. Okay.
I've
I'm
been
in.
soaking up your gaming knowledge like global illumination. Now that's the best
hold on.
compliment I've heard in years. Hard to imagine Einstein buying Carlton dance moves. No, haven't you seen that photo of him with his tongue out? Even he enjoyed a little bit of fun.
It's locked from this side too.
And look around, is there a key nearby?
Blocked from both sides. That seems like a fire hazard. I'm thinking of that, like, that that photo of Adolf Hitler that's, like, photoshopped to show him holding, like, an Xbox controller. Like an image of Einstein, like, rage quitting a game of Fortnite. Throwing his controller across the room. Look at that. Happy family? Question mark? That book underneath said, like, cancer chemotherapy. Got the key.
God.
Just sitting right here. Up next, Evelyn, I was hoping I wouldn't have to write this letter. I was hoping our last conversation made my intentions clear. I was hoping that ignoring your repeated attempts to contact me would eventually send the right message. Discovering you sent my daughter a check in the mail means the message was too subtle for someone like you. I don't need your money, and more to the point, I don't want your money. I can take care of my family just fine without your help. It's insulting to both of our intelligence to pretend that your hollow gesture would somehow rekindle our relationship. What little was left of our bond died the moment you couldn't bother to show up for Dad's funeral. Right to the moment he drew his last breath, he still loved you. I don't. I pray you find peace with whatever it is you've been seeking your entire life, but do not contact me or my family again. Edmund.
Well, that's sad.
Yikes. Healthy diet. 2 copies of the book because they loved it so much. Gotta support the author. The Cancer Survivor Stories. Is the book called The Cancer Survivor Stories. Stop cancer now. Alternative treatments for cancer. I wonder what was going on in here. Weston's Pharmacy.
Codeine. Lots of painkillers.
Dude, now isn't... I could be wrong, but is Weston's Pharmacy the one from The Last of Us? I think that might be true. I know that they, like, already quote-unquote share the same universe, but...
So, anything?
Didn't see any journals.
Alright, well, we still got the other locked door, so come on.
Now, once again, these cube map reflections here are doing their job for these glossy photo frames. It's kind of nice. All right.
Wow.
Journals galore.
I mean,
Let's
same
see
with
what
all
we
the other
find.
rooms, but maybe in this one. Yarr, Peter the Great in the Amber Room, St. Petersburg State University. Viking Treasures of Vinland, Stephen Tremblay, University of Toronto. Well, it seems like it's obviously in that box, but anything else to interact with before we do that? I don't think so. Let's have at it.
Whoa. Sam.
You got something? This is it.
Dust specks floating around in the air.
Riches of Paradise?
Evelyn brought a first edition general history of the pirates from a collector along with a stack of 18th century documents. Among them, I found a very intriguing letter from one Joseph Burns, who not only admits to being a crewman on Henry Avery's ship, but possibly hints at Avery's vast treasure. What else could Riches of Paradise refer to? If he sent this letter from prison, he clearly didn't have the treasure with him, so where is it? Need to trace it back to the source, Henry Avery's attack on the Gunsway. What are these markings? My dearest Richard, Spanish devils here. Spanish devils have we in chains in the Viceroyalty of Panama. I stand accused of being party to piracy. The trial is a mere formality. I shall imminently perish by hanging. I confess to you, I was the member of... Yeah, remember that whole thing? I think I've already read that before.
Whoa.
Devlin's copy of General History has passages I've not seen in later editions. If I'm able to trace his route...
Oh, what do you got there?
I've never seen this one.
Yeah, me either. But that... You know, that's definitely Mom's handwriting.
Put up your hands. Slowly.
Hey. There's no need for that.
What is he holding?
Hey, you keep your gun on me.
Give me my journal.
All right. I'm sorry, Nathan. So what now?
Now, we wait for the police.
Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with that headache.
Stop.
I mean, the hassle of ruining 2 kids' lives, that's...
I really don't want to shoot you.
Come on, lady, it was no harm, no foul, all right?
We all must face the consequences for our actions.
And at least let him go. I brought him down here so he could see our mom's stuff. That's it, he had nothing to do with this.
What?
She's a fantastic looking old lady.
This is all on me.
No. Your mother's stuff.
Yeah, that journal. It was our mom's.
You're Cassandra Morgan's boys.
Hi?
Michael.
Hi?
I could have shot you.
Yeah, you still might, so, do you mind?
I need to smoke immediately. What a lighter. Dude. What an ancient
You knew her
old-timey
mom?
woman.
She worked for me. As I'm sure you've noticed, I'm a collector of sorts.
That's sort of an understatement.
So, Mom was like your translator?
Now, she's voiced by Merle Dandridge, who
Was the most brilliant historian I have ever
voices Marlene in The Last of Us. She's also the voice of Alex Vance in all the Half-Life games, except for Half-Life Alex,
We could have accomplished
strangely
so much
enough.
together. But then her illness.
But she was on The Last of Us show. I think she also played Marlene on the show.
Happened a long time ago.
Of all her discoveries,
And I think she also voices the nun
this would
at
have
the
been
beginning
her
of the
crowning
game.
achievement. Sic parvis magna.
I almost
Greatness
said that
from
aloud as a
small
joke. Sic
Francis Drake's
Parvis
motto.
Magna!
Yeah, Latin and historical figures. Those were our dinner conversations. We were a weird family.
Did she ever tell you her theories regarding Sir Francis Drake and his heirs?
Sir Francis Drake didn't have any heirs.
Yeah.
That's what history tells us. But your mother and I believed otherwise. Learning that old pirate's secrets is just one more adventure I have to let go. I guess there's a lot I have to let go. Forgive me. Ramblings of an old woman. Here. It is as much yours as it is mine. Who knows? Perhaps one day you'll be able to finish what she started.
Yeah, so, we're off the hook, right?
I'll handle the police. You found your way in. I trust you can see yourself out. Hmm?
Here.
Thank you.
Sorry about the mess.
Come on, Nathan. Let's go.
Are you okay?
Well,
Hey! Hey!
not great timing.
Sam?
Ma'am? The police. You all right?
Wait, we have to do something.
Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here.
Can't just leave her here.
There's nothing we can do for her. All right, we have to run. If the cops find us here, then this...
Ma'am?
Nathan! We gotta go. Right now.
Rip.
Oh, shit. Window! Window! Come on!
Okay. You check upstairs. You come with me.
Hurry. Wait up.
What fun, huh? Whee!
Crap.
Careful.
Even at a young age, he was experiencing dilapidated infrastructure crumbling on his way.
Sam.
I got you. Just jump. The chimney. Come on.
Coming.
Took you guys long enough.
We're here, aren't we? What do you got?
2 suspects, 1 juvenile. They're on the ground somewhere.
They are? Don't think so. Let's be careful.
The front gate looks clear.
Front gate. Got it.
It looks so good. You can't really see the limitations, you know? I would just expect the bare minimum effort put into like the cops walking around there, animations, flashlights and stuff. Again, this is the kind of stuff we're seeing like once, basically. So how on earth? Yeah, I don't know. It just looks so good. I can't believe it. Alright, I'm sorry. Am I not supposed to go like this?
Okay.
Nathan! Is that all right?
You there!
Uh-oh.
Don't move!
Run for it! This way! We can lose him!
This is Officer Murphy. We got
Oh.
2 suspects on foot. One of them. Freeze, goddammit!
Freeze, goddammit!
Stop, goddammit! Come on! On your head. Go, go, go!
Oh.
Gotcha!
We don't know how we're losing him here, but
I did already! One more warning! Down on the ground, hands on your head!
oh. Oh no.
I got him! Got him right here!
Game over. He died in jail. I did kind of run right into his arms. Oops.
Nathan, over here! Stop, goddammit!
Run! Oh, shit! They're bolting! The dumpster, come on!
Okay.
Nope.
Go back to the main gate!
On the bike, now, come on!
Hurry
Hold
up.
on tight!
We're about to get implicated in a murder. Foul play?
I'd say we're clear. But we catch our breath for a second.
What is this, Metal Gear Solid 4? I can't believe
Some
that
night,
old
huh?
lady died.
Some night. That old lady.
Hey. Hey, you listen to me. That wasn't our fault back there.
And she's not that
And
old.
that lady, she was, sick. I mean, it's okay to feel bad, but there was nothing we could do about it.
So what are we gonna do now? I can't go back to the orphanage. You can't go back to your job.
And we don't.
Sure.
No, I'm serious. We get as far away from this place as we possibly can.
Yeah? And how long till the cops find us?
Well, I think they'll be looking for Nathan and Samuel Morgan.
Yeah, that's us.
What if it wasn't? Nathan, back at that mansion, you knew just as much about that stuff as that poor old lady. Here, I always felt that we were destined for something great. But until tonight, I didn't know what that meant. But this, Mom's unfinished work, this is our chance to restart our lives with brand new identities.
What are you talking about?
I know some guys. Pretty good at forging papers, too. Now, as for our new name, Mom believed that Sir Francis Drake had heirs. Who's to say he didn't?
You're serious, aren't you?
Nathan, we were meant for this. And I promise, you and me together, we're gonna go far. So what do you say? Nathan Drake?
Yo! No, I gotta go back to the orphanage.
Everything changed after that. You know, we became explorers, adventurers. Mostly thieves. Ow.
Okay, just hold still.
So how long have they been married?
For a while, it
He's
felt like
never really shared any of this with her
if
before.
we weren't taking turns going to jail, it was because we were in jail together. And after I lost him, after I thought I lost him,
You didn't want to bring him back up again.
something like that. Well, that's it. Now you know everything.
With you, I doubt that that's everything.
Right? I don't
But-
believe you for a second.
It's a lot.
I'd love to know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that you're lucky that I found you when I did.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you didn't lose a limb or anything. It would have been a royal pain getting you out of here.
How did you, find me anyway?
Oh, you know, easy. Just follow the sound of gunfire.
No, I mean, how did you get here? Oh, of course.
Come in, Sully.
Hey, darling. How's he doing?
Oh, you know, he's banged up, but he's alive. Par for the course.
She looks
Now we
great.
just need to rescue the other Drake.
Look at them both in their element.
I'll let Nate tell you.
I have a brother. His name's Sam.
Hey, pal. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. So what happened to Sam?
Rafe's got him.
Shit. You know where they are?
Yeah, they're headed to the northern side of the island. See if you can find a place to set down over there. Once we get Sam, we're gonna need to get out of here pretty quick.
Copy that. Hey, what about the treasure?
Forget it. We don't need it.
But Alcazar,
No, there is no Alcazar.
it's all bullshit.
Wait, you mean the debt,
The escape?
Yeah, Sam made it all up. What an asshole, right?
So let's go save his hide.
Look, I'll fill you in on everything when I see you, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait. Look, you two be safe down there.
You know us.
Trade ya.
Thanks.
Sure.
No, I mean... Thanks.
Hey, I recognize this leitmotif.
Again.
Maybe just a regular motif.
I almost didn't this time.
Right.
Come on. I got us a ride. So,
And we're back in the game! Chapter 17.
It's home to the founders
For
of Libertalia.
better or worse.
Treasure's probably there. Just need to save Sam before they find it.
Woo! I'm all good now. I feel a lot better. I'm all healed up. Woo! Woo! It's a great cutting line of her being like, I almost didn't save you this time. It's a very good way of being like, look, man, you're on thin ice. Which I appreciate, because you want to add some depth, like, or not depth, you want to add some heft to what she's saying, you know? Like, oh yeah, of course, you know, she's here, she saved him, but you want to make it clear that, like, oh, he definitely went a little too far. And they got some trust to build up.
Look, up there. I borrowed it from your shoreline friends.
You slid all the way down from there?
Yeah, it was the quickest way to get down to you. Now we just gotta figure out another way back up.
Like this.
Nate, boost me up this ladder.
Yeah, here.
So yeah, something else I had read about the development of this game was that it was important for this segment that Nate and Elena spent a bunch of time together. They've been emotionally apart, physically apart for so long. So here now, even though they don't maybe want to, they're forced to spend a bunch of time together.
On the island? A few hours now.
Did you see the colony?
I did, from the air.
Pretty incredible, right?
I didn't get the full tour. I was a little preoccupied with finding out.
Right.
I know, I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm expecting lots of clamoring on top of each other and that sort of
Sully
thing.
fill you in on the deal with this place?
Yep. Henry Avery, 400 million, 12 founders, hundreds of colonists. Something like that.
Yeah, that just about covers it.
Have some time to kill on the flight over.
I remember this.
Is that an elevator?
Sure looks like it. I swear, Avery recruited the best engineers of his time.
He must have used it to move supplies upriver.
Yeah, that's a fair bet.
Well, we're nearing the end of our journey, but we're not quite there. Still got a ways to go.
Nate, look, there's an opening up there.
There's your car. Just need to get up there.
Well, what do you think? Which way?
Well, let's take a look.
Anything over here? No. I love when he brushes past her and he does physically brush up against her. Now, of course, I can't make him do it, but he's been doing it a couple times. So yeah, I want to get up on this log, maybe? Somehow? And should we do that? Gotta get up there. Oh yeah, over here. Oh, let's look at this room here.
Gotta be something around here.
Past it,
There we go. I can boost you up there.
Boost. Boost, boost. Whee!
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, do you think there's another way up?
That's always how it goes. No.
Hey, I see
We're
a path up
doomed. Okay.
there. There's a way through over there.
See if you can find.
Yep. Hey, I found something. Hold on.
Holding.
Whoa. Ow.
Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's The Last of Us all over again. Except a little different. This time with a grapple hook. Come on over. I'm thinking something like that, right?
Nope.
Not like that. And then here. One more. Come on. Like that. And voila.
Whoa.
Nicely.
Hey, nice jump.
Not bad, right?
Way to go, Nate. Piss a girl like that off. Idiot.
I know, right? She's the real
Come on,
deal.
I'll meet you around.
Oh.
I'm okay. Sort of.
I love
Everything's under control.
the way the Python works, where you can like stab it in
Yeah.
and
Yeah, roger that.
makes that mark in the wall. Looks awesome. So now I'm gonna go around, but I have that. That's all right though.
Over here. Nate, can you find a way out of there?
Looks like a dead end.
Well, maybe the elevator still works.
I doubt it. 300 years old. Been exposed to the weather, and who knows if it ever
Got
would.
it.
Oh, look, it works.
Got it.
Going up?
Sorry, did you want me to?
Next floor, menswear.
The fact that this works, it's kind of incredible. Ugh, jinxed it.
Yeah, works well enough, right?
I'll just meet you at the top, I guess.
Anything cool in here? Neat little cave. It'd be so cozy in there. I could live in a cave like that. I feel like Winnie the Pooh, but that's a pretty good life, huh? I love these wet rocks, man. They look so good. They're all over the place, but it's great stuff. Uh-oh. Wow!
Hey! Nice move!
Nothing to it.
Let's...
Now then, which way's the car?
Would I
It'd
rather
be
have
easier to
this
spot from
weapon?
higher ground.
Right. Good idea.
Not really.
This whole thing is powered by the water wheel down there. It's quite a feat for a bunch of pirates.
You should have seen the stuff he built in Scotland. I mean, there is this.
Hold up. You went to Scotland?
Yeah. I mean, you see, the last place Avery was.
Really? Sully already filled me in.
Ah. Right.
Close one.
At least I didn't. Well, see, at least I didn't lie again.
Nolan North. Line delivery like that. Alright. Let's keep on moving. Man, she just looks so good. I love the look of that outfit on her. Especially compared to how these characters looked in the first game. Nate hasn't changed like that much, but she looked a fair bit dorkier. She's wearing like cargo capris and sandals. But not anymore.
Oh, we're getting some exercise at least, right?
She didn't find that funny. I wonder why.
Look, shoreline.
They found your car.
Technically, it's their car.
So, let's get it back.
Let's get to tagging, y'all. Who else? There's at least one other guy I missed over there. See if he comes back out or not. See him? No, just barely. There he is. Alright, that's probably all I'll be able to get to from this vantage point. I haven't played much multiplayer, but I'm almost certain this is a multiplayer map. I'm sure there's lots of those throughout this game, just like the others. But I haven't played too much multiplayer. I'll have to see if I can, maybe I'll have some time to explore that some other day. But we're coming close to the end of today's stream. But I still got some more gameplay I can wring out of this guy, so let's see if we can slyly slide our way over without being seen.
Any sign of her? Nothing yet, but she can't have gone far.
Nice, thank you. Thank you, Elena.
When I imagine that.
No, you probably imagined it. I love it. No way I imagined that. And they're like, yeah, I guess so. Okay, so that guy's going to be a pain in the butt. Now, from here, I don't see any other new people to tag. But yeah, we're going to have to see if we can... Oh. Alright. Alright.
It's worth a shot.
We could, but I'm not going to do that. Oh. Here I come. Oh. You saw that coming, huh? Whee! I love these like streams you can slide down. It's a lot of fun. Got him. Oh, I got a trophy for that one. For pulling him off of a cliff. Yeah. Again, I don't know if a human being could really do that. I certainly could never do that. I'm no Nathan Drake. I mean, in the bedroom, different story, but...
Shoreline's certainly earned their reputation. Let's go before more of them show up.
Okay. I didn't really see... I mean, I guess I don't have another gun, do I? So... Could certainly use some more grenades. It's not like I'm using them all the time. But then, yeah, guns, my choice. Lots of guns around here. Sorry, just examining the fun materials work. They do a pretty good job of making these walls look like they've got some extra dimensionality, even though they are basically just flat planes. But the FAL, I do like this gun. I don't know, compared to this one though, this seems like fun. It's got a scope. Maybe I'll keep this. We'll see. Definitely one part of this game I don't engage with enough, as I was describing before. You know, I always have been more of a melee guy, because I'm just not the best at aiming with the controller. I've gotten more capable over the years, but I didn't really grow up playing games with a gamepad, so my aim's always been a bit off. And so, yeah, this game has lots of different types of guns, and there's not a ton of emphasis placed on them, so it's not like, you know, it's crucial or like you spend that much time with them, but I should be spending more time enjoying more of the
Hey, you see a way out?
Upriver.
Now check it out, we get
There's
to
an opening by the falls.
drive the freaking truck around, even run into these boxes and watch them explode. This is awesome. And you only get to do this because, you know, we had a whole section earlier where they taught us how to use this truck. Babe, I told you, you need to stop telling people you're, quote, like Nathan Drake in the bedroom. We've gotten so many complaints, I can't keep up. Well, complaints from the neighbors, maybe. I wouldn't call everything... They're not even... They're like comments, not complaints. Inquiries, really. But hey, listen, if they got questions about what it means to be like Nathan Drake, I mean, you can send them direct to me. You know what I mean? Give them my number. All right.
Wow, check out that elevator.
It's massive.
Yeah, I'm guessing New Devon's at the top.
Elevator.
Then let's get up there. So here's my question. Why does Ray Fadler want Avery's treasure? It's not like he needs the money.
He wants the glory. Doesn't want to be known as a guy who only got rich because of his inheritance. Walking away isn't an option for him.
Well, Rafe is a good match for Shoreline. He needs their muscle and they need his money.
They do? They seem pretty well stocked.
Shoreline got involved in a couple of civil wars that didn't pan out for them. Nadine inherited her father's mess. She's probably hoping that this will put her back on the map.
So they're both Nepo babies? If you're the daughter of like a mercenary, I don't know if that makes you like a Nepo baby, but it kind of does.
Refreshing.
Whee! Dude, driving this thing is so much fun. So much more fun than it really has any right to be. This game doesn't really need to pride itself on like its awesome Jeep driving controls. But it feels really good.
Hey, easy.
This is another place where
Upstream.
Bet you could write a killer article about all this.
I could. I doubt anybody would believe it.
I can take pictures too.
I didn't bring the camera. I wish I did though.
not about the vanity though, huh? It's about saving your dumbass husband.
So why do you think Sam didn't come straight to you after Rafe?
I think he wanted to gather every clue that Rafe had on Avery before bailing on him. Plus, he needed time to come up with that crazy alchemist.
Yeah, I'm sure it took a lot of time.
I mean, if I had just looked it up. That is one crazy contraption.
It looks big enough to fit the car.
Well, here's hoping this one works as well.
So yeah, with the Legacy of Thieves collection on PC and PlayStation 5, it has some extra DualSense capabilities. You get some adaptive triggers support here. So you can press most of the way down without any resistance on either trigger. But you gotta push a little harder to go all the way, which is kind of fun. Again, and it kind of adds to
All right, let's look around.
the feeling of a car. Like you do have to push a little extra hard to push the gas pedal all the way down, but not like it's impossible. There's just a little bit of resistance. Oh.
Well, that's a problem. Gears aren't connected to the water wheel.
You think it's fixable?
Need to get up there and see.
A couple other places where we can break the thing with the winch. Hoping she shelled out for the winch, right? Python! Literally for that, huh? Man, just look at this place, dude. High quality materials, all this foliage. But I also, again, I just love this lighting, the like kind of blown out look since the sun's beating down on us here. Looks very, very good. Alright. Let us get to work. Use the winch. Like so.
There we go.
Stand clear.
Oh, she's got it.
Okay.
Thanks, babe. I hope I'm clear. Whoa! A little more than I was expecting, but it'll work.
How's that?
Looks like I can get up there now. Thank you.
Don't want to do it again? That's alright. There's another thing tied around, but we don't need to examine it just yet. Okay, so there's that we can push around. Yeah, not necessarily.
Okay.
Over here. Perhaps.
There.
No, not quite. It was a bit too much of a jump. Oh. So yeah, we go out the window here and then over. Let's see.
Nothing yet. I'm gonna climb higher. Need an elevator just to fix the elevator.
Alrighty.
You made it.
Is there ever a doubt?
Oh, hold on. I'll stop the wheel.
No, she's already got it all set up. Thanks. It pulls out like so. How clever.
Ready?
Here we go.
I'm gonna detach the winch now.
Okay.
I'll bring the car to the elevator.
Look at them working in harmony. That's a partnership right there.
Here we go.
All right. Look at that. Beautiful.
We did it.
She drives it.
Nate, the elevator's moving. Get on quick.
Uh-oh. I'm hurrying.
Hi there.
Hi. Now what?
Maybe I need to, Oh, never mind.
Okay. Watch out!
Stay down. Use the car as cover. Let me see if I can flank them.
This is a little ridiculous, but definitely fun. Fun set piece. Here. Time to use my fun new gun, right? Oh, ow. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where'd you guys come from? Ooh, yeah, that was a little much. Sorry, I was not really paying attention behind me. Okay, let's try again. What a shot! I do love, even though like the elevator's kind of moving up, I can still hop around. I don't really think this is the best idea though. I think there's a guy like right above me just firing into my head. Okay, so you need to go. Alright.
Lena, you still with me?
Yeah, still here.
And we don't have to worry about a deposit, am I right? Like this. Nice. Alright. Good so far? Nope. There we go. There's one other guy. Alright. Oh, look out. Oh, Lord. Ugh! The guy with the rocket. He spooked me. Okay. Alright. And then the guy with the rocket. Okay. Not too shabby. I really like this. There's like this tower that we can keep climbing, and we keep kind of jumping around in between these different things. Or you can ride the elevator. It's just that the elevator doesn't have any cover, so you don't really want to. Oh, no, 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 no. That was fun. Good Lord. That was so few of those shots connecting. Okay. Elena, are you shooting at somebody?
She's a sitting duck. Hurry.
I don't even know where she is. Oh, she's up here.
Move it, Nate.
Nope. No. I thought I could grapple. I thought I could reach that grapple. Well, that's too bad.
Damn it.
Oh, now I can reach the grapple. Closer, but...
Hurry.
Hurry, hurry! Nope. Look out, Elena, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Babe, if I knew you were that powerful, then I wouldn't have left you behind.
You sure? You seem to be doing fine.
After all that, I need a break.
True that.
Definitely earned it.
Just like blew her up. Okay, do you think I can climb back over here? Just there seem like a lot of guns and stuff. Oh, it doesn't matter at all. It literally does not matter. I'm not like ever hunting for ammo in this game, but you know me, I can't help myself. Alright. What a treat to get to play this at 60 frames per second.
So I was thinking, all this engineering and architecture, it doesn't come cheap. You think there's even any treasure left?
We were wondering that ourselves.
Yeah. No, don't have any answer though. Let me just get out really quickly and run over here. Yeah, man, it's amazing. So interestingly, you know, The Last of Us Part 2, it came out prior to the launch of the PlayStation 5, just barely. So not long after the PS5 launched, it did get an update to add a...
There's the elevator.
Yeah, guess we gotta cross these rapids. Does car come with life jackets?
No. To remove the frame rate cap, or bump it up to 60 FPS, rather, on the PlayStation 5.
Here goes nothing.
And then later it got a remaster, which I would not call it a remaster. The remaster of The Last of Us 2 is really just a re-release, if you ask me. The game is exactly the same. There's plenty of extra content, you know, it's not for nothing. You pay $10 or whatever to upgrade your PS4 copy, and I mean you're getting like the lost levels, some extra commentary, you're getting
the current's too strong.
No Return, the roguelite mode. But the visual difference is almost imperceptible. It's really only worth it if you have a fancy TV, like supports 120 hertz refresh rates or variable refresh rates. Whee!
Ah, there. I got control again.
Because then you can play not just at 60 FPS, you could play at like an unlocked frame rate, or you could use like a 40 FPS mode. But graphically, the resolution even is really not different. Actually, so they do offer a quality mode, like many of these games do, for The Last of Us Part 2, that lets you play at a native 4K. And again, if you have a 120 hertz TV or a VRR capable display, then you can play
We're getting there.
You didn't happen to
at a
bring us
native
spare
4K.
clothes, did you?
I did.
Great.
They're on the plane.
Not great.
Not great.
That dam. We can drive through the sluice gate.
With the remaster of The Last of Us 2, you could play at native 4K and then 30 FPS, or if you have a fancier TV, 40 hertz or an unlocked frame rate. But honestly, I've tried it out myself, usually that's the mode I go for, but frankly, it's like barely sharper. It's really not that much better than playing at, I think it's like 1440p, but 60 FPS. The increased frame rate is well worth it. But at that point, you don't even need to upgrade your copy. The PS4 copy already lets you do that. Plays at 1440p, 60 FPS. Not really a remaster. But they only were able to really do that because oops. The game was already so new. Well, not quite, So they already had the game, was able to build it and ship it and everything. Or is it one of these gates? I'm trying to remember. You have to climb up something like this. Hold on. Doesn't seem like it right now.
Nate, look, you can hook your rope up there.
Hook my rope up where?
Nate, look, you can hook your rope up there.
Yeah. All the way over here. Alright, sorry. I thought I was supposed to be climbing up on the truck. Well, I'm sure I do that soon enough, but maybe not yet. Not so for Uncharted 4, right? Uncharted 4, the game was too old at that point, so it doesn't get a free update with the 60 FPS patch. Instead, like The Last of Us 2, they basically have a whole new SKU, a whole new version of the game to sell you.
It's no good, it's blocked.
Okay, try the other one.
Which you can upgrade for $10 if you already own the PS4 version.
Seen that coming.
That's true for Uncharted 4, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, and The Last of Us 2.
And behind door number 2?
But for The Last of Us 2, it's basically like, look, if you want to, or I'm sorry, for Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, if you want to play those at a higher frame rate, you basically have to pay for the upgrade. Which feels wrong, but it's kind of your only option. So here I am. They goaded me into doing it. But for The Last of Us 2, I would say you really don't have to. Unless, like I said, you have a fancy TV, you want to make use of some of those features, or you want to check out any of the extra stuff. No Return, the lost levels and commentary. For a super fan like me, it's worth it, but for your first go around, you don't really have to do it. But for me, yeah. You gotta pay extra to play Uncharted at a higher frame rate. It's worth it though. This is very nice. And again, this also does support same thing. If you got a fancy TV, then you can use the 120 Hz mode or the VRR mode to unlock the frame rate. Or you get it on PC, you don't have to worry about any of that.
How do we cross this?
Which again, if you're a PC player, you don't have much option, you know. The Last of Us 2, it's just the remaster. That's the only version, so you don't really have to worry about it. Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, they're only available through this Sea of Thieves, oh my god, Legacy of Thieves collection, so...
Watch this. Hang on.
Whee! We did it.
You sound surprised.
Maybe a little.
But I just say that to say, you've got options. If you have a PlayStation 5 and you want to play at a higher frame rate, for The Last of Us 2, you've got some choices. Either way, I would highly recommend you got to go to your local library, man. That's the great way to borrow games you don't really see yourself going back to play. I frequently do return to games. Obviously, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, hang on.
So I do like to buy most of my games, but if you don't want to have to do that, my library has lots of great games for free. They're just time limited. You got them for a few weeks, and then you got to return them. So it's great for games that you don't plan on playing for more than like one playthrough. And linear games like these are pretty good candidates. You know, you're gonna go through them one time and be like, all right, I got the gist. But if you're watching me play, you may not even be doing that.
I wonder who lived here.
Probably the elevator keeper person.
The elevator keeper person?
Yeah, you know, how else you gonna pass pirate safety inspections?
Okay.
Just saying.
Guess these guys knew something big was going down.
June 5th, 1718, another shipment of unmarked crates came upriver from the port. Only this one was accompanied by a group of armed soldiers. Though agitated, I commenced inspecting the integrity of the crates until a harsh voice commanded me to stop. What do you think? Bristled? Yeah, bristled. I bristled at being ordered around like a common thug. But when I turned, I found myself staring into the eyes of Founder 2. It was the first time I'd seen any of the Founders in the flesh. My throat went dry, and I found myself struggling to speak as I needed to choose my words carefully. I explained to him I merely wanted to inspect the contents for weight, but he told me, firmly, it was unnecessary. I was relieved when he shifted his interest elsewhere. Truth be told, I did get a look inside the crates before... Oh god, I cannot read that. Fine. You've got me. Truth be told, I did get a look inside the crates before Founder 2 stopped me. Cutlasses, pistols, and gunpowder. Considering the number of crates, I would say enough to supply an army. I did not speak of this to Eleanor. She's preoccupied enough with her brother Jack's disappearance. Remember that from earlier? But my friends must be told, Libertalia was founded on ideals worth defending, even against the Founders themselves, if necessary. Once I ensure Eleanor and little Abigail are safe, I shall make my way to town to inform the others. Until then, I shall keep my head down, but my eyes open. So this is like a journal entry he wrote? It's not like even a letter. But also there's no journal. It's just one entry. One lone entry. Treasure! Yoink. That's why we come back here, for our pewter incense burners. Okay. So this is just to inspect our little house here before we move forward. This is another, it's a really fun section. Although at this point you're like, isn't the game about to be over? I can't believe there's more. But this is kind of what it's all about. Now we're making use of all of our skills. We know how to drive the truck around, the Jeep, or whatever you want to call it. The 4x4. But this land is completely torn apart.
So far, we're 2 for 2.
Yeah, which means we're due for some disaster.
The water wheel's working. That bodes well.
So yeah, now you got to make use of all of your skills of driving up mud and using the winch and things like that.
Oh, crap! I'll hold it. Just get the car.
Again, that's great animation afterwards. Just him like throwing his arms down like, oh.
3 for 3.
Gotta love that pirate engineering.
Oh man. Look at us, having so much fun on Pirate Island.
Wow.
Right?
It's like a postcard.
For real.
Yeah, Libertalia. Come for the beautiful views, stay for the life or death gunfights.
Look at us.
So what made you change your mind?
Having our little moment.
You said you almost didn't come back.
Well, I couldn't leave when you were clearly in over your head. And, there's that whole marriage vow thing.
For better or worse.
That's the name of the chapter.
Yeah. For better or worse.
What do you think of my cool camo gun? Gotta take a screenshot here, right? It's looking good. I mean, he's looking a little defeated, but... Well, this is a good stopping point, huh? About time to get out of here. Gotta peel ourselves away and
Here.
return
Give me
to
a hand with this.
awkward, silent moments with my wife. I love how quiet so much of this section is.
You know, even if you think that you're protecting me, you don't have a right to shut me out like that.
No, that time I caught.
No matter what it is, you're supposed to come to me so that we can work through it together as a team.
I know that. Really, I do. It's just...
You know, we should stay focused. There'll be time for this later.
I'm sorry.
Next stop, New Devon.
Not much trouble driving up this road, huh? Nice stuff, huh? Nice little music cue before the sound comes back in. Like I said before, I appreciate just how quiet.
We're here, Sully. Where are you?
Still in the air. Saw a bunch of shoreline vehicles heading north.
Guess we'll see them soon.
You two doing okay so far?
We hit a few hitches, but so far so good.
Alright, good. Keep in touch, will you? I'm not the no news is good news type.
We'll try. Over and out.
Okay, should be on the other side of the bridge. Hang on tight.
Nate?
Hold on!
We kind of knew this was coming, wasn't it?
No! Turn around, we're heading for the falls.
I can't! Current's too strong.
Nate? Nate! There! We can climb up those rocks.
On it! Go!
We got it! Come on! Hey!
Help, babe! I need you! I love you! Bye! Ah! Hey, I recognize a branch like that anywhere.
Okay! I'm okay!
Hey, I'm glad it exploded.
The tree is not okay!
Oh, come on!
What do you think?
Over here, quick!
I'm trying. I'm not doing a great job of swinging here, am I? Come on. She's like, the tree is not okay. I'm like, I'm gonna take my time. All right. Look at these high fidelity models, huh? Straight from gameplay to a cutscene like that. Did you see it explode though? That was pretty cool.
Come on.
I wasn't trying to protect you. It's just, I made a promise that I was done with this life.
We both did.
Yeah, but I broke it. I didn't tell you because I was afraid.
Afraid of what?
Of losing you. I guess I was, protecting myself. You know?
We have a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
I know.
Just keep moving.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Back to the game, dude. These seamless transitions are mind-blowing. Taken for granted, especially how often they occur, not just in this game, but in a lot of the other Uncharted games and other Naughty Dog stuff. But man, oh man, is it
At least we're on
impressive.
the right side of the river now.
Yeah. That would have been bad.
All right, well, now's a great time to call it quits. Next week, you know we're going to be beating the game, huh? So yeah, tune in next week. The finale of Uncharted 4. Where, yeah, we got to go save Sam's ass. Maybe get a good look at the treasure. And hopefully get ourselves off this island. But that's all for next week, the ultimate finale of Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and most crucially, the end of Nathan Drake's journey. After I finish this game, I will be playing the latest Uncharted, Lost Legacy, spin-off sequel to this game. But before I get to that, I am going to round out the God of War trilogy. I've been slowly worming my way through God of War 1, 2, God of War 3 will come after next week's Uncharted finale. So stick around for more of that. If you've been enjoying what I've been streaming, whether it's Uncharted or God of War, and if you don't like either of those, then you better get right to the comments right now. Write me a screed, a diatribe. I will read every word. I'll pore over it and give you ample feedback. I got more games I got to play beyond Uncharted and God of War, and I've got some ideas of what that might be. But before we get there, got plenty to play already. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, hanging out with me on my stream, on my channel, my YouTube channel, where lots of epic, awesome content is being deposited for you to enjoy. So next week, the Uncharted finale. But until then, hope you enjoy your time without me, several days without my presence, and hopefully you'll join me next week for more. Thanks for being here. As always, love ya. Much appreciated. Hope you've been enjoying me playing these games. I've been having an awesome time, and I'm going to keep having the time of my life streaming for you on this channel with more Uncharted. But yeah. Thanks for being here. Love you. Stay safe. Have fun. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.